thing.
You got both things started?
Yes, I do.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
Hello.
We're here now.
Oh, hi.
Finally back. Sorry for the disappearance last week. We were all busy doing things and
Lots of stuff and things.
Yeah, lots of stuff and things. So
many conflicting schedules, but hey, there wasn't a trailer, so you didn't miss that much.
before we get started, real quick question. I just want to know how the audio sounds, how we all sound. I've been changing little things with the microphone and stuff like that. So let me know if we all sound like we're pretty equal volume level.
1 2 1 2.
Loud noises.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
And now we wait for the stream lag for them to be like, oh yeah, it's fine. Or,
Meow
oh,
meow
it's
meow
bad.
meow 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 meow.
You stop Scopey's knees. Stop Scopey's knees.
Okay, cool,
Ow.
cool.
I am so sore from yesterday. Oh my god.
Okay.
Do you even know what I did yesterday, James?
What did you do?
So I did a little bit of the good old-fashioned stunt acting in giant, what people nowadays would call fursuits, but they're like full.
You almost like jump scared him.
Oh my god!
Just
You look like Jasmine or Nathan when they're in trouble. You should have seen your own face. Oh my god! I'll show it to you later from the stream. But yeah,
I mean, obviously can't
why are
talk
you making her
too
mad?
much about it.
Why are you making her mad?
I,
Okay, so yes, but I could talk about the old stuff. So early 2000s, I thanks to cosplay, it got me into filming and acting. And a little bit of stunt acting, some fight choreographies, some wire work, which I love doing. Anyways, I did a TV show pilot, which was a cross between Power Rangers and Godzilla type of campy, shows and movies. And we got into these monster suits, okay? Some of them were like big, giant dinosaurs or dragons, Godzilla quality, cool, mascot stuff. You like this story? And then the rest were little kitty cats, lizard people, goat people, horse people. There was like a psycho crazy seahorse and angry fighting
it's the most
deer.
metal thing
and
ever.
We
Starting to sound like Mega Man X.
yes, yes.
Toxic
Put on a
seahorses,
walrus, no big deal.
Yes, and so we had all these crazy characters. My friend, designed and created because he can do that. And he, has a studio up in North Hollywood where people can, film and do green screen, all this cool shit. So, you got that at your fingertips. You call up buddies and be like, hey, you want to film a TV show pilot and see what happens? And everyone's like, yeah, let's. Anyways, some of my favorite characters, which I said, again, are like fursuits nowadays. I was like in a werewolf, Arctic werewolf. Her name was Frosty. And
I wonder why.
Gee.
That seems...
And I was in this giant anaconda looking like creepy thing. And then my favorite was I was a big spider. And I had the biggest butt on the face of the planet. It was like 5 or 6 J-Lo butts put together, and it was just a big foam like thorax behind me that like bounced around every time I walked. And I had like these webbing shooting out of my like claws and stuff, and I was on wires, and that was the first time I did wire work, and I was like jumping all around stage on these cool like prop mountains they built, and I was beating up my friend who was in like a giant black and red like lion outfit. It was nuts. I loved it. So I got to do it again because it looks like he, the creator, who's a friend of mine, is now kind of green-lighting the whole pilot again. But I don't think it's going to be exactly the same. I think he's like moved the story around and stuff to have like new characters. But the best thing is we were all martial artists. So we gave every single animal a different fighting style. So we had like a Muay Thai fighting deer. We had a seahorse who did like Chinese water style and shit. Like it was amazing. It was
You
good
really
stuff.
needed to have a Muay Tiger.
A Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I'm going
That's Sagat, right?
with an eye patch.
Yeah, give him an eye patch, obviously.
Oh, that would
I am
actually
going
be
to.
amazing.
Okay, I am
yeah.
actually gonna pass that to you know who tomorrow because I film more tomorrow.
And then you know what he should do?
Boo me!
Actually, do you know what he should do? He should go, human. Human uppercut.
Person shot.
Human uppercut.
Oh, this is getting too real, and I just need us to stop. But I am going to tell my friend tomorrow during filming everything that we just said right now.
Now you put then you put him in like SGC guys like.
Oh, why do I even tell you guys things? I don't know. You think I would learn my lesson?
Because you know how to plant the seeds for humor.
Right,
I guess. I don't know.
Human. Hooah.
Now, if I get any type of weapon, any type of sword weapon, whatever animal I am now, I'm just going to be going hoo-ha-ha all throughout the set
Oh yeah.
while we're filming.
Just for me and Investigation Code and my friend Jason, you have to
yes.
say "Hurunta." That's what you have to say.
I could, no problem. But let's just say, so Olaf was with me yesterday. He's heard.
You can't prove that.
He's heard He's heard the stories about it in the past. So then he got to see it yesterday. What was your overall thought of what you saw?
It was strangely adorable. Kind of wanted to give you extra head pats.
He saw me in one costume, and it's actually, I'm not going to say too much, but she is a news reporter. She is a wolf. And they put me in a few different masks, and one of them was kind of animatronic, and you know,
like actually has like the fursuit that like when you open your
fursuit,
jaw, it
you open
moves
your
the
mouth
mouth and everything.
moves around. So
And you know how Kitty sounds normally, and then she's like, "Wait, I'm an actual animal now." So she starts making more cute animal noises, and then you see like the jaw opening and closing, and it was just about the funniest fucking thing. Like, I'm really glad she had practice runs before they filmed anything because I was laughing too goddamn hard.
I know. I'm so glad you did it during practice run because like director would have yelled at you. So.
Off the set. Off the set.
Well, he can't be now because he might be doing it with me in the future.
We'll see what happens.
I pulled him in. I signed him up. So we'll see. Anyways, that's why I'm sore and I'm going back for more tomorrow. I really wish I could show you guys pictures. I can maybe dig up pictures from the old past production because everybody did receive like CDs and DVDs of it. So we'll see if I can find it. But yeah, that's been my week so far.
Also, I'm totally down with Saryu's idea that we use this to actually make a King of Dinosaurs suit.
I mean, we kind of...
Or a T-Sock.
One
or the other.
Alright.
They're both good characters.
Well, we already have a Velociraptor head, a dinosaur head that could be turned into that. My old Jurassic Park Velociraptor cosplay, it's just collecting dust. I have been thinking about getting that helmet.
You watch your mouth.
And...
Where is that emote from? What the heck?
Is that a doggo and a reindeer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
It's
Wait,
actually
or is that a clown? I can't tell. Rune, what is that exactly? Please tell us.
It's got like a bow tie and it's got a clown nose. It's like Rudolph. It's a Rudolph.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Rudolph the red-nosed Doge.
Doggo.
Ow, ow.
Doge.
Yeah, Holiday Shiba. So, y'all got bagel. You just hot button for the camera right now.
Awesome show, guys.
Goodness.
2 thumbs up.
That is, yeah, there you go.
I am censoring. It's Twitch. Twitch, after all.
Wait.
Ouch, like they care. No, don't use
That's a black bar.
That's a black bar. Nice.
Oh my god, Jasmine. Ow! Oh, that's why you want on my lap.
Oh, is she clawing you now?
Yeah, she's like, oh, your hair's down. It's mine now.
Yeah.
Jasmine!
So anyways. Yesterday was a thing that happened.
Yes.
So,
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to King of Dinosaurs. I have a Velociraptor helmet. I have claws. I have Velociraptor high heels. Repainting it, adding some feathers. I've debated in my head over the past 5-6 years, should I do King of Dinosaurs? Should I make a femme King of Dinosaurs? I mean, it'd be fun to be with all the kings and armor kings that are female from Tekken.
That's a Pigorath. Why is your hair that long? That's weird.
Oh, dang, Pigorath. What's going on?
I'm really struggling to imagine you with long hair. It's kind of weird.
We
need to go over there.
We've already talked about that.
Yeah.
We all want to go and journey on out over there, so...
Wait. Is this... arcade?
Yes.
Gabe,
Button mash.
Pigorath.
I haven't met you yet, but hi, I want to go play games. I also heard food is taste.
And I
Oh,
want...
yeah.
And
I want that that food.
And I'm just gonna hold out hope that you brought back the blackberry mead, because that was delicious.
Yeah, just as a people,
You
if
have
they don't
mead?
know, Pete Gorath is, I mean, if you don't mind me revealing who you are, one of the co-owners of Button Mash here in Southern California.
A wonderful little barcade.
Yes, a wonderful, not even just a barcade, because the restaurant there.
Barcade diner.
Restaurant-y thing.
Do you guys cater weddings? I'm just randomly asking.
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for 2 friends.
So, I mean, the long history of the restaurant is that there was a group called Starry Kitchen that made a bunch of really great Neo-Asian food, but they were running it out of their apartment, which is illegal, so they got shut down. And they basically got...
Yes, our wedding.
They basically got... the Button Mash guys got them to do their menu, and so their menu is full of amazing food.
That
and
sounds
it's
so tasty.
So good.
That sounds so tasty.
It's so good.
We really need to go sometime soon. Well,
I mean,
it's nice and summery. And...
Me and my friends, I mean, every Christmas time when Jason and our other friend, my brother's friend Ty comes and visits, we would do Button Mash every year during the Christmas time, and then we would sit down and play 4-player Warlords for like 2 hours, and it is like the greatest thing. Oh man, like so much to the point that we want to do like Warlords esports. Like it's so much fun. And it's so great. So if you guys don't know what Warlords is, it's like that old game where it's basically versus Pong.
Yeah.
But it's 4 castles on the corners, and a dragon comes and shoots a fireball, and you use shields that go around the castle, and the fireball bounces around and stuff until one man is left standing. So
Button mashed potatoes. I can't even be mad at that. That sounds very clever. That sounds very, very clever.
Oh, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, the matches in Warlords don't last particularly long unless the guys are decent, but every once in a while, if it lasts a little longer, a second dragon comes in and shoots another fireball and stuff.
The multi-ball!
Yeah, and it's like amazing, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
Too good.
You found a sick custom dedicated Virtual Fighter 4 Final Tune cabinet that I'm gonna bring in. Dang!
Ooh.
Yeah, and also Gabe is also my last hope for trying to obtain any sort of Discs of Tron cabinet, but that'll never happen because those are impossible to find these days.
Well, I'm still trying to get a working Hyper Neo-Geo 64, so...
I've always wanted one of the sit-down Discs of Tron. I always told myself if I had my own arcade, like everybody was always dreamed of when they were kids, that would be like one of the #1 machines. But
That's fair.
Yeah.
Man. All right, yeah, no, KOFXV is coming out in
Sometime the
2022.
beginning of next year. Probably around Marchish. Probably.
Yeah, when they say first quarter, they get to stretch it basically. So.
Well, it's also like the fiscal quarter, and then it's also like, does January still count as like the final fiscal quarter of the previous year?
Right. Yeah.
Well, isn't it like a span of from like January to March/April?
Something.
It's like in between that.
Because also, like, Japanese game developers, their fiscal quarters aren't the same as, like, some other people's fiscal quarters, so I really don't know.
Yeah.
So anyways, yesterday.
Yeah, so basically what I want to do here is, if you haven't seen the spoilers yet, I'll put up the silhouette for you guys here because I don't want to spoil it for those people who don't know. So here's the... Oh, shoot! Oh, God!
How could it have gone so wrong?
Shoot.
Just call us Gematsu. I mean,
All right, so what happened was...
Oh, shoot, man!
So SNK released the silhouette as usual, and then so it wasn't technically Gematsu. It was actually one of the Japanese publication like press release websites. They're just like, "Ooh, here's all the information. Look at this." And then Gematsu saw it because they keep track of that shit. Posted it immediately off of that source.
bad form.
And then SNK's like,
roll with it.
Fuck it, we're just gonna own it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Which is the right way to react to it, to basically.
Yeah.
So, They did release, so
Yeah.
I mean, here, look. Yay! King of Dinosaurs is the one.
Look at how happy he
So one thing I
looks.
do want to say, because I actually got a little bit into like the Twitter weeds about the whole Gematsu thing, is because they released a post saying, "Look, everyone is trying to call us out for blowing it. Like, if you look at the article, we list our sources and all this shit." And it was really kind of a douchey, snarky response. I was not too happy about it, but whatever.
Yeah.
So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna click the article and I'm gonna look for their sourcing. I couldn't fucking find it.
Okay.
Because their sourcing is a hot link in the first sentence says so-and-so revealed. Revealed is a hot link that links you to the Japanese press site that revealed it. But there's no sourcing at like the bottom or anything like that. So it's like if you don't click on every hyperlink in your article, I can't find your sourcing.
Right, yeah.
I don't think that's like the best way to write articles. Like even fucking Event Hubs does better than that.
Right.
They'll tell you like source this. And instead it's just click the word revealed in our article.
And
when you have like 9,000 red links in your article.
And I mean, at that point, they're just as bad for doing it too, because they were just like, oh, well, it's leaked out, so I guess we'll try to be the first ones that people go to. When you could have just been nice and said, "Hey, no
nobody in
spoilers."
journalism cares about being nice.
I'm sorry. Well, okay, let me put it this
For better
way.
or for
they
worse.
They could have waited and been like, "Yo, no spoilers, but we'll reveal it tomorrow or something."
No.
But they did it too. So are you any better?
No, I'm not saying they're like better or worse, but they're not the ones who blew it.
No.
Right.
That's
They're
what
not
it
the
comes
ones-
down to.
And the thing
They
is,
just went along with it.
the thing about it is, honestly, good on them for being the ones to track it so that they could just be that's the correct thing to do, sadly, as a journalism site.
You always want to try to be first or close
Right.
to
and
it.
paying enough attention to whoever's going to reveal it.
Right, exactly.
So I don't like how it went down. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah.
But like it or not, it's not their fault. They actually did journalism pretty decently by paying attention to everything else.
They just didn't have to be that rude.
But their Twitter defense reply was kind of shitty. Though.
That was kind of like, whatever. You could have just been like, yo, sorry, but
Like,
hey,
they
explained it a little better at least.
They were seriously like 7 keystrokes short of saying, "Go fuck yourself."
Right.
So, whatever. So anyways, but Dinosaur ended up being revealed, and honestly, if you saw the silhouette before he was revealed, and you didn't know it was Dinosaur, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, your whole Ryu post. Being the Pompadour was
Shaman
good.
King Ryu was just like, I felt good because I made it look like the top of his nose was like a pompadour. That was my mental imagery, and it was pretty fun. But there's nobody who was surprised by this being Dinosaur.
Right.
Yeah,
between like the muzzle and him coming out after Ramon, like that's all the clues you need.
Right.
And we already discussed about how Team Mexico usually gets announced all together. And Ramon had. Everyone was talking about Ramon's release. It was on the same date it was for 14. And then after that, it was, the rest of Team Mexico. So my question is, are they going to do that again? It looks like they are. Are we going to get Angel in the next 2 weeks? Or is it going to be someone totally new?
Or are they going to finish the women's team?
No women's team.
Yeah,
Save best for last.
They do Angel next week, and then she's the last person on the women's team.
I'd be fine with that.
Okay, that would be.
I'd be 100% on board with that.
Actually be
Because there's actually a lot of people talking that Angel might not be on this team.
Right. I still think that.
But wearing a hoodie, that would have been a good guess. I like that.
I still want this to be a wrestling team, right? So that you could put either Goro. You said some people were saying Raiden, right? Or you could put Tizak on the team as well.
There's still a fair amount of options.
Right.
But it is worth noting that a lot of Angel's move list comes from The Rock from WWE, so that kind of counts.
I guess that's true.
But one thing people have noticed is that I saw that. One thing a lot of people have noticed is that all of the nation-based teams in 14 have been dissolved and rearranged.
Right.
Okay, so you can't have Team China turned into Team Hero and stuff like that.
Team Japan is not there.
Is now Sacred Treasures,
right.
I guess. So with that as another bit of evidence, this might not be Team Mexico.
Right.
That's literally 2 big men with big chests and big muscles. We already got Ralph and Clark.
That's true.
Yeah.
So So yeah, and K-Dash just sitting like, I mean, the thing is, I'm taking this as canon. Is K-Dash like, I don't want to go. God, just put me later. I don't care. I don't want to do a fucking trailer. Fuck off.
That just made me think of K-At doing the, no. K-At doing the Shiba Inu pool on the leash because they don't want to go, and the face is all squishy.
It's just
now
lying
I'm
on
just
the ground.
imagining
Defunctioned
K-At
cat.
like that. No, oh god, I
I
might commission that.
They need to have like some sort of like intro sequence with Kay being dragged in by his teammates, you know, and that's like it would be like, here's the next reveal trailer. It's just background, and then finally like dragging him in. You just see Kay like doing the K-At thing where he's just like.
Could you imagine him like pouting if they had the teams cheering in the background? He's just like sitting there pouting because he doesn't want to be there. That would be amazing.
I mean, I want it to be like now background. Static cuts to him sitting on a couch, just.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that's my headcanon now. Is why K-Dash's trailer is taking so long is because he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, probably.
That would actually make a great story. So I'm all for it. So with all that being said, and King of Dinosaurs being released, should we show them the YouTube video?
Yeah, we should absolutely watch.
Actually,
the
we're gonna do that because you've
we're gonna
also
watch it like 4
examined it.
times.
Yeah, you've already.
Well, I mean, just now.
Yeah. We don't have to wait till 7.
No, because KOF98 was the last one with background characters.
That's so crazy, dude. That's so crazy. Yeah, the team with them in the background. So much to the point that they would actually rescue each other if you got stunned. And
as long as you were playing with like the friend mechanic, I think you actually had to be on friendly terms.
Yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't save you.
His song is amazing.
No, I already joked about the fact that Dinosaur's theme trailer sounds more like Guilty Gear than Strive does.
And the best thing about it too was that Madge actually did a 2-hit combo with the teammate rescuing them. You know, got him dizzy, got him jumping out, shook out of the dizzy, and then 2-hit comboed off of him. It was amazing. Oh man. But yeah, if we want to just go ahead and just play this trailer here.
Also, real quick, shout outs to our stream chat right now for like being nice and talking to each other and being all supportive. I love that. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Torrance is the homie.
Oh, okay.
You guys are
gotcha.
being precious, and I love it. I love the energy.
Okay, there we go.
Good stuff.
And I guess I'll turn off the other.
Yeah,
thing.
or in 97, if the character didn't like the next character, you get 0 bars.
Yeah.
And that was awful. But I think the friends jumping out, I think, was also tied to the friend mechanic. It wouldn't work if they disliked each other.
Yeah. They wouldn't, yeah. I mean, the thing about it, until you post the Chensor joke, yeah, that's true, Sayru. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if they just brought him back into the background without any mechanic.
Yeah,
just have him there. Because the coolest thing about it, too, was they interacted. Like, when Daimon would punch the ground,
They'd all go flying and land on their asses.
Yeah, exactly.
They all had special win and lose poses.
Yeah.
And then they also had, like, their pouting when they already lost.
Yeah, they would just be sitting there like, oh, God. You know, they'd be, like, beat up.
Because one of my favorite animations of Mary is her when her fight is next, so she starts running in place and psyching herself up. I just think it's the cutest fucking thing.
Oh, Master Ellen, my dinosaur costume is actually not an inflatable one. I actually
It's solid.
I actually vacuum formed the head, the nails, the claws, made a bodysuit, made a detachable tail that stuck on with magnets, and you could pull it off like a defense mechanism. It was an inside joke.
Yeah, like the head I could probably beat someone down with.
Yes, it is. It's very sturdy.
It's pretty sturdy.
So yeah, I wore that instead of the inflatable like T-Rexes that were going around. So if I actually really wanted to make King of Dinosaurs, you know, it would just be like a female version. I would just have to like design.
Oh fuck that! We're going to like Party City and getting you one of the like god awful muscle bodysuits.
No.
The ones that are really bad looking.
No.
Like so bad Gallagher wouldn't wear it. Like really bad.
Oh my god, that would be so awkward. You wear it then.
Okay.
I'll
do it.
Yeah, you know what? If I remake it, y'all can wear it.
Oh, I'll do it too.
You guys can wear the muscle suit.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go full manga and have the bird's mask under the dinosaur mask.
Okay, now you're upsetting me.
You're welcome.
The way the head is, the bird mask would be sticking out comedically through the mouth.
Perfect.
Because that's how
That'd
you
be
see
That's
it.
almost better.
But
Yeah,
then it-
actually, now that I think about it.
That just kind of makes it like the, oh god, I mean, we always had the joke that
Nas? Mwah! I love and miss you. I hope you had a wonderful vacation. There is a legend in the stream. Nas, I love you. He is such a king of fighters, awesome person, SNK lover like ourselves.
there was the one
Mwah, hi, Nas.
F-Zero character pilot that had the dinosaur helmet on, but it was like he was in the mouth, and so me and my friends would call him the human prey, like, because he
Fair
was
enough.
getting eaten, and so if you did that with T-Zog, it would be exactly that, dude.
Human prey.
Yep, see, there
Oh,
you go.
see, there
he
it
knows.
is.
He knew.
On some Dorohedoro shit.
I was just gonna say that. That sounds like Dorohedoro. That sounds like Risu in Kaiman's head.
Yeah,
but
no.
yeah,
Like,
that'd
if
be
I was
great.
like 8 feet tall, I'd cosplay Kaiman.
I mean, I'm already trying to revamp Angel again. So if you really want to, let you know.
But then if you do that, I have to do Ramon still.
We have a lot to do.
You would-
You know what, James? Will you just be King of Dinosaurs if I make the damn costume so we could have a team?
All right.
What? Wait, what
No,
was
no,
that?
cosplay it.
Oh, cosplay? You want me to cosplay
Yeah,
the
put on a
dinosaur?
dinosaur head. Yeah.
Yes.
So you'd be Ramon,
Yeah.
and you'd
Yes.
be okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. And then
Hell
I will.
yeah.
I will wear the terrible
Yeah.
muscle suit. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Okay,
so.
I'm buying you a muscle suit.
And then we need to
Nine
reenact the
years
ending of
tomorrow.
14, where I pet his head way too hard and he bites me.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this is happening. This is all
Dude, the
happening.
14
now.
ending is
This
so good.
happening.
Look, again,
This is
I have
happening.
a lot of experience with this too, because again, with my friends, we had a Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus puppet. And so I would always use the puppet, and like, you know, like
I
every
wanted
time no
that
one was
puppet.
looking, we would like bite the arm and stuff. And so like, you know, we were like using him, and like we would be staring, and the dinosaur would be like, "What's that over there?" Get him to look in the different direction.
Oh, yeah.
I want that puppet. Do you still have it?
It was cones. It's
Cone,
cones.
do you still
yeah.
have it?
He probably doesn't have it anymore.
Please bring it if you do. I want to play with it.
You
Yes.
do still have it. He still has it. There you go. Yeah.
Please bring
Okay.
it next
Okay.
time you visit, please.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh
So-
my god, it's all coming together.
Oh, man. He is going to be such the special guest.
Yeah, I
No.
know, right? We should get him on here, dude, and just with the dinosaurs.
Yes, we need Cone on here being the dinosaur now.
Yeah, just the dinosaur.
Or I'm sorry, we need just the dinosaur. Can we please have him?
I just want to see him like coming in off camera and just be like, "Hi."
Oh, was it Beastman? Was it?
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. It's too good. It's
Yeah, but
too
the dinosaur
good.
was a different character.
Yeah, no, the dinosaur. No. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
There we go.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
The human. Yeah, the human prey here, because he was just.
Oh, Cone, you gotta send that to
he was
me
just
later. I
being
want to see
eaten
it.
by a dinosaur.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Cone of dinosaur.
Oh man.
Cone of dinosaur.
That's amazing.
Oh man.
All right, so trailer.
Yeah, the trailer.
The trailer should. Okay, should
God
we go?
damn, it's almost 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
right
I
on
know.
time.
Wait a minute. You know what? Let's just talk a little more
No,
about
no,
it.
no.
Okay.
It's like half an hour still. Jeez.
Should we go? Should we go?
Yeah, no, just go. Just go.
Alright, here we go.
Let
Here
it,
we go.
let it
King of
happen. Let it
Dinosaurs.
happen. RRXD.
Dude, I will say my favorite thing is that his voice sounds like he's coming from a mask.
You know, they probably had him like cover his
Yeah.
mouth
Or
with
just some sort
that,
of
or
scent
just
over
kind
it.
of like put like a cloth or something over this.
I would love it if they actually like put a horse head on him or one of those inflatable dinosaur masks just when he did the voice.
That would be hilarious.
How similar is that to like his super form?
It's a lot more like that. He got so many buffs.
Now here's the question. Is this UltraChenTV here that he does?
It sure as fuck looks like it.
Right?
So I've got reason to explain.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. So fucking awesome. So he's looking like one of the most improved characters in terms of balance.
Right.
He got so much shit.
Right, which almost makes me wonder if more characters that we've seen already are getting stuff and they just hadn't gone that direction yet. But, I mean, I don't want to set up any expectations that are unfounded or anything like that, but that would be kind of neat, right?
I mean, the thing is that, like, I feel like he needed the help, because anything he was doing was basically, like, he's got a couple of good buttons in neutral and then takes advantage of stuff. But also, the way his new climax works, I think they might have taken away one of his moves, and then this kind of like turned into this whole spiral of rebalance.
Okay.
Because he had an OTG grab in 14 that was just a special move.
Right.
And then his climax was a DP. Now he has a DP, and his climax is the OTG grab. So that's what it looks like is actually happening, is they swapped the two for like more utility.
I mean, who else has an animal head in this game?
King does, you know. King also does. I mean, it's basically covering your face, traditional Mexican wrestlers.
Oh, in games.
Just traditional, Mexican wrestlers, they cover their face, they keep their, self-skin.
They're basically just luchadors.
Yeah.
It's the luchador idea.
Yeah, it's just that.
Because it's like, it's like Batman. It's like wearing a mantle. It's not, you're not the person under the mask anymore. You are the mask.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Tekken's King has been like, what, 6 different people now?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the thing about it is, completely different character did this as well, right?
With, definitely unrelated.
T-Zoc.
Absolutely completely different.
T-Zoc did the same thing, right?
Yes.
And so, King of Dinosaurs, I guess he's probably like a big T-Zoc fan.
He probably got
maybe they're
inspired,
comrades. Maybe they're even comrades. Like, they've wrestled together, and they're like, you're a good guy. You're a good guy, too. You know?
Exactly. So, it's just a common kind of theming thing that they do with wrestlers and stuff. So,
Raiden has his mask too. I know it's not an animal head, but let's see who else. I mean, they even gave like a bear head to Zangief. I mean, it's always just like, I think it's like just paying homage to that. As a wrestler, it's kind of like paying homage.
And I think Mighty Max is right. Tiger Mask was a big inspiration for a lot of people, right? So, I mean, a lot of the characters always have his moves in game and stuff, right? So
that's true.
Yeah. Now, that being said, like, all humor aside, I'm really hoping he just straight gets an alternate costume where he takes on the other persona.
I mean, I still want them to be 2 separate characters. Yeah. I think that would just be freaking hilarious.
Well, so what I'm really holding out hope for is that we actually get EX version and he's actually T-Zoc. Because then also, we get like the EX versions of the Orochi team. They turn Orochi, Yashiro, and Chris and everything. But then you get EX Dinosaur and it just turns back to T-Zoc. And dude, that would be the coolest fucking thing.
Like, I would actually be... Oh, God, you know what they should do? They should put T-Zoc in the game, but when you go to the character select and try to play them, every time you try to put them on the same team, there's just big X comes out, and like you pick T-Zoc, and then you try to pick King of Dinosaur, and King of Dinosaur's head pop out and goes, I refuse to team up with T-Zoc, and then he pops out just for no reason. Like, I think that would be hilarious.
That actually would be funny. No, you would make a good holiday Eve cosplay.
Yeah, just runs off stage.
Join all of us in our Christmas outfits.
No.
God, that just makes me think of that Pete Holmes skit where he tries to dispel rumors that he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. No, King of Dinosaurs is actually like a really good guy deep down. He just tries to put on an act.
Yeah.
And I really like what the manga did for him.
T-Zoc is the face, right? And King of Dinosaurs is the heel, basically, right? Okay.
Yeah, but I do love that the manga have actually made it like he's actually talking about it as like, man, maybe the heel turn was really a bad call.
Yeah.
The kids really like miss T-Zoc.
Oh yeah, he says that.
He's so focused on the kids. Yeah. Like his kid fans and stuff. He just wants to always do so good by them.
So his 14 really and the Team Mexico team's ending in 14, half the ending is him having an inner monologue about whether the heel turn was the right choice, because now he's a carnivore, so now he's going to be eating nothing but meat, but the kids should have a balanced diet. And he's like, am I acting like a good role model? The kids need their veggies, but
wow.
He's so great.
That just makes me want to use him more.
He's so great.
You know what? Maybe we should watch that on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of adorable.
But yeah, so the trailer. Yes. Let's talk about some of the big things that are different.
Right.
Because, first and foremost, do you ever really want to give a grappler a good DP?
I mean, T-Hawk has a good DP, and he sucked in Super Turbo, so, you know.
By the way, happy birthday,
Air
T-Hawk.
quotes.
Today is T-Hawk's birthday.
What do you mean?
Because he still has bullshit.
Well,
Yeah.
that took 10 years to discover and an
that's not my fault.
exploitation of the system, so...
I mean, is the DP really that good? Like, in and of itself?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a true DP. It's absolutely invincible, real DP.
But why are you
thing.
jumping in on a grappler?
Right, that's what it came down to, right? I mean, because Zangief's Lariat was a DP anyway,
Yeah.
so it didn't matter, really, so... I mean, it was pretty good because it actually would also go through fireballs and can, like, clip people and stuff. But,
Got your hands.
Yeah, but, again... I mean,
I like the scar makeup.
Yeah, that is actually really cool.
is that
Now
different, or...
I'm pretty sure that's all new.
The
ones on his
his
body.
chest? Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure those are new.
Got it.
But I'm not positive.
Yeah. I mean, I like the textures of everything.
Yeah.
I like that he explicitly has 2 fingers with claws on each hand, like a T-Rex, and then the other ones are not clawed.
Yeah, you're right.
That's actually really cute.
That's neat. That's cool.
That makes my life easier.
And then...
The back is going to be fun to make.
Feathers. Yeah, the fact that he gives them feathers now is really cool.
Well,
so.
I mean,
Well,
birds evolved from dinosaurs.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean...
No, that's why. Like, the whole thing of the science thing. Oh, God. You know, I mean, I can go off on Transformers anytime I want. I could go off on dinosaurs.
Okay, but the problem is
how
we
much-
all can,
Yeah.
yes.
and we don't need
Right,
that.
yeah. But, like, for the whole dinosaurs actually coming from birds thing
Yes.
is, like, one of my favorite story arcs of science, like, of all time, because
From fish.
Yo, that's a Tim.
Verb.
I just remember reading
The
old-
legend himself, Tech and Tim, in the stream. Yo, what up?
There was the old dinosaur books, but when they were reptiles, you know, when they were clearly reptiles, and all of them would always have. There are 2 kind of hips. They have one that's this kind of hip, and then there's the bird hip dinosaurs, where their hips are very similar to birds, and like nothing, like you could see that the connection wasn't being made. They found the Archaeopteryx, which was like
Straight up a bird.
Yeah, it was a straight up bird, and they're like,
bird.
"Hey, look, we found a fossil with feathers. This must be this variant of dinosaurs
Yeah.
that like were birds and must have taken place." And then all of a sudden, I just want to be in that room in the moment where they're just like,
Wait a fucking minute.
"Yeah, like seriously, like I just want to be in that room with, wait, what if they are the birds? Oh my God!" And everything made sense instantaneously. Like,
And then we turned them into nuggets, and then dino chicken nuggets. Henceforth, the circle of life is complete.
I'm also a big fan of the plastic dinosaurs.
oh, dude, the plastic dinosaurs.
Circle of life.
Yes! Because they're oil-based.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh man, dude, those old dinosaurs with
I
the
need a
tails.
minute.
I used to chew off all the tails because I chewed on everything when I was a kid.
James,
dude.
that's so mean.
Dude, I would chew off all the plastic
Someone should have just
tails.
given you a straw.
Dude, seriously,
Straws.
right?
It's not that big
I
a
mean,
problem.
dude, have you not seen me chew straws before?
Yes,
So, you
note
know.
to self, I will not show you my old childhood dinosaur collection.
don't
you
do
are
it.
staying away from it.
I'll be like,
Them looks pretty tasty.
I'd be like, where's my plesiosaur? James, where is my Nessie? Where is my plesiosaur? Where is my Mosasaurus?
I'll give it back to you in 24 hours.
Right.
and now this is just making me think of the my friend. So me and Cone's other friend Jason, he had a giant Rancor monster toy.
Oh, yeah.
right?
And no tail.
No, there's no tail on it. But I mean, he used to also have a lot of GoBots. But his dive he could never play with anymore because the dive was stuck in the Rancor monster.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Ooh.
And then
Oh,
going
yeah.
through his closet, he found Serpentor, no, Cobra Khan, the He-Man figure that you could put the water in.
Oh.
And then this was like, we were going through his closet, and Alan was investigation Cohen was like, "Hey, look, there's still water in here," and he sprayed me in the face with it. I was like, "You just sprayed me in the face with like decade-old water," and I was like, "I am going to die now."
You know the thing is that I'm pretty sure you were fine, like no big deal.
Or
but
you have a
probably
superpower you don't know
you
of.
probably got hit with like nostalgia because just and then just smells like the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wow.
Oh my god.
I mean,
And like
fair,
you can just take one whiff and you remember like the crappy wood panel walls and everything.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, that water was probably more well preserved being stuck in Cobra Con than anywhere else. But
how much you want to bet it smells like the nasty old 80s time capsule office?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, have you guys ever walked in? Okay.
No, we're just we're leaving it be.
All right.
Anyway, so Dinosaur got a really cool trailer, and we
Yes.
just watched it. Now we're watching it in slow-mo, so we can point out cool things.
Fun fact, do you
God,
guys...
but again, the feathers thing is just amazing. I
No,
love
it's
it.
beautiful.
But I mean, he had the
It's
feathers in
beautiful.
14.
Oh, you were the one that got dive stuck in the rain core?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Brilliant. Yeah. The two claws thing makes me so
Right.
happy, because then he can just walk around like this, like a T-Rex.
Yeah, of course. That's what we all do when we do T-Rexes. Rawr.
You know, I'm really mad I didn't pull that stuff out and just wear it right now. I'm about to go downstairs and grab it. I'm about to go grab the claws. I'm about to.
Anyways, boot.
All right, that's
Yes.
just standing D or something like that,
Claw.
probably.
Yeah, but like it looked like it just raw knocked down. I don't
Yeah,
remember if
it's
it
just
did that, which is kind of awesome. And he has the 2-hit sweep.
Oh, yeah, but the second hit doesn't juggle, huh? So it's
No,
like Guile,
no,
basically.
yeah.
It's Guile status.
But it's also really obnoxious when you block that first hit. You're like, ah,
Okay.
crap.
Yeah, then you gotta block the
Okay,
second.
guard point on stand C. Always good to have.
All right, and he catches him, okay, out of the air, I see.
CD.
Oh, yep. Wall splat as normal. Regular throw, probably.
Regular throw.
Ugh. Everyone's. this
We need that just for the thinking meme.
dude, I know, right, dude? I'm gonna definitely make this.
This needs to be an emo.
That
Like,
has to be-
seriously, that has to be an emo.
That has to be the thumbnail for the episode this
Yeah.
week. It just has to be this. Like, huh? Interesting. According to KOF14, King of Dinosaurs skips legs day. Is it legs?
Sometimes skips leg day. Yep. He's not great about it.
Wait, what if
Okay.
I am T-Zog?
So,
Birds.
I'm trying to see
Okay,
if
so this
there's...
is the EX command grab
Yeah.
right here.
No, he had the same claws, apparently, in
That sounds right.
14,
I'm not
so-
surprised.
Spinning
Now, I'm
pile
trying to
driver.
see if there's any other details I'm missing.
Oh, the Velociraptor, that's right.
Yes, he straight did the Velociraptor almost. That's
Okay.
actually funny.
Yep.
Was it called the Velociraptor the very first time it was revealed, or did someone make that up afterwards? Because Bravo,
It was
by the way.
it was pretty quick. I don't think he debuted as Velociraptor, but it was pretty quick.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, for those of you who don't know the Velociraptor, I mean,
It's an old
yeah,
meme.
it's basically right there with the the cheering baby and
Yeah,
I think it might be
you've all
older.
seen it. No,
Yeah.
it is not that old. Are we talking
original
like 2008 old or older?
Original Velociraptor was
Good
like
Lord.
05?
No.
yeah, this
He's
is-
old as shit.
Yeah, this is the Velociraptor right here. So, oh dang.
Yeah, old Velociraptor is old.
Yep, there's the how to defeat the Hangman thing. So the full image.
Oh,
There's
the original? The Claus's foot? That sounds right.
oh dang.
Yeah, that one cracks me up.
Oh!
Yeah, that's my favorite actually.
It's actually his foot. Oh, that's
Yeah.
really funny. Oh, that's funny.
He was grooming himself like a cat, apparently.
Anyways, back to
so
King of Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur's leaping command grab. It looks like the EX one might track. His
Oh,
yoink.
yeah, that is super.
It's a
fun.
pretty good move. Hopefully, it's like still immune to projectiles.
the killer
And
instinct.
that looks like it's a
right
straight
there.
hard knockdown. I don't remember if it
Right,
was.
and this is
before.
the anti-air.
Straight up got a DP.
Right, but he's using the EX one here.
Yeah.
So might have invincibility. We don't know.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
also
see him
wonder.
swinging.
Well, I wonder if it has a different animation because he wants to get the grab, and like the non-EX
right.
one is going to be more like his old climax, where it's more like a rising shoulder check.
Right. Oh, who knows? Maybe that uppercut is only available as an EX or something like
I
that.
would not bet on that. I don't
Okay.
think we've ever had that in KOF
Okay.
for the all 3 games that have.
Well, I mean,
EXs.
like you do the regular one and it's like a shoulder charge, and then the EX one is the up or something like that,
maybe
right? So
I don't know. I mean, because he has enough other moves, and I think
Right.
we do know when we see his EX Rekka. So I don't know.
and then here's the super. This
Yeah.
is the level 2 super here.
Yeah.
But this one, obviously, we'll see later on that
chomp.
this thing got a big old improvement.
Gigantic buff.
As well. Right.
Yeah. And then so that should still cause a hard knockdown and then just works into his climax, which is now the OTG.
I love
which gives him huge damage potential.
the vibration here, like that.
Literally, this is the shit I was doing yesterday. And this is literally what I was doing yesterday.
I love his tongue, by the way. Like when he's doing the head wobble and scream, his tongue's sticking out.
Oh yeah.
Kind of amazing.
Gotcha. And then, so this is his level 2, right? So this is just the level 2. And was this a super before that he smashed into the ceiling?
More or less, yeah. But this is a way more better, dramatic version.
It's
definitely
beautiful.
improved,
It's
and
really
it definitely makes him
great.
feel more like certain bird wrestlers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And then surfs you down because that's what
And
everybody
splat.
does.
God, that would hurt. Not hard confirmed.
Right.
They haven't hard confirmed rollback, but they said they're working on it. That's what we got.
We have it in quotations so
I mean,
far.
again, for my suspicion is that they weren't planning rollback, and then enough people talked about it because rather than going like, and we have rollback, yay, cool trailer, it was literally a tweet that came out and say, just so you guys know, we have been considering rollback for quite some time.
Yeah, like,
And, like,
we're
are
working on it.
in
Yeah.
certain aspects and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
just-
yeah, there's no hard confirm, but it's
Like-
also I think they're
like
pretty
I
much
said,
aware that if they
roll
don't,
back.
that is a bad sign.
Yeah, their game is doomed.
Yeah.
Then this game would belong in the Dead on Arrival franchise instead.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, and I mean it's one of those things like after Strive's launch, nobody has any excuse.
Dude, oh man, it made me so mad because I said this to
They pushed it. They leveled it up for everybody on the
I
playing
said this
field.
to Brian F too, right? Because and it's so true. Can you imagine if Street Fighter V came out with good rollback? Grand Blue Fantasy Versus might have good rollback. You know what I mean? Like all these games.
Sound
would've-
Show would be alive and well.
Right, we would probably have had good rollback in there, you know, because Street Fighter V, as I said, was basically the best fuel for all the anti-rollbacksers out there, basically, and
Yep.
so now everybody is.
Which, by the way, like I just need you to say that term one more time so that everyone can process it.
the anti-rollbacksers. Yep, exactly, and it drives me nuts. Like Street Fighter V has a lot of responsibility for the Japan going, rollback's not that great,
Yeah.
you know, and it's very frustrating.
Which also is probably all attributed to one person. But
Okay, shout outs to Rune for sending me the best image ever.
perfect. Thank you.
Yes,
Which one?
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Nice. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Hi.
Rollback existed well before Street Fighter V.
Oh yeah.
But if Street Fighter V had actually done it right and not botched it, it would have proven to everyone how good it is, and everyone
Right.
would have listened.
But
Because they botched it,
yeah,
now
most of
everyone's just like, oh, it's not that much better than delay. Why does it matter?
most of us have been playing good rollback on like Fightcade and stuff like that, like almost 10 years before Street Fighter.
Good old
V.
GGPO.
Yeah. So again, rollback. You can't say rollback was first in GGPO because GGPO is literally the first rollback. Like GGPO was created by Tom and Tony Cannon, the guys who created Shoryuken.com, the guys who created Evo, who organized Battle by the Bay that became Evo. And it was called GGPO when they created it. They created a client for it and they hosted the servers to run it and everything like that. Eventually they didn't have the time to keep updating it. And then Fightcade guys from Spain literally contacted them and say, hey, can we take it over and continue updating it and stuff like that? And the Cannons were like, do your thing, take it.
Because it's straight up like they went infomercial on it. Like, there's got to be a better way.
Right.
Clickety, clickety, clickety.
Yeah, they literally created. Tony came up with the idea and was like, "We need to, this is how we got to do fighting games online." right? Because it would be better to roll back and have your inputs be true, because it's opposite of what a lot of other games are, right? And so they developed it. And the cool part about it is, since it's gone more public, people have improved on it. So like people like Redacted have improved on it, and
but kind of like pseudo optimized,
right?
Yeah.
And now to the point where Strive, it's the best that anybody has experienced. I mean, even to the point where Tubo, who is one of the biggest KI fans out there, says that Strive is a better GGPO, is a better rollback than anything he's ever played, you know?
Yeah, and there's only like, what, 2 games that like everyone had held as the gold standard until that point,
right?
Which was KI and Skullgirls.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had someone on my stream say he wanted to play me in Guilty Gear.
Okay, so admittedly, yes, but for the use within fighting games, GGPO was the first.
Yeah.
For strictly within fighting games.
And the guy that I played, I think was from Germany, I think it was. And the match felt great. Dude, the match felt fine. It was crazy.
Matthew, I agree also with Eisen. I think right now the team is fixing and has done a better job with Street Fighter V.
Well,
so, you know, I really like the direction like Shuhei and the rest of the team and the developers are taking.
Yeah.
And so I'll just say that for right now.
Also, the KOF games that already have rollback, it's because they were re-released and had rollback added to them.
Right.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
That's not the same as like
Yeah.
launching it with rollback.
Yeah.
None of them launched with rollback.
And again,
ever.
I mean, we would love it for the new team to put this rollback into Street Fighter, the fixed rollback. And the worst thing about it is we had one that was better already. It had its bugs,
the
but
homemade mod one.
Yeah, Altimore. But they kind of screwed that. I mean, they literally
attacked
erased
it.
Yeah.
But
So-
and the thing is that it wouldn't take too much for them to fix it, but a lot of the time it comes down to, do we want to spend this much budget on goodwill? And the answer is, most businessmen say no.
Because it is a waste of money and, you know, it's a bad business practice. So this is why it doesn't happen a lot of the time.
Yeah.
This is why instead they learned from it and, you know, Street Fighter 6, they're going to do something about it. If a new Sam Show game or a new SNK game comes out, they'll be,
KOF
you know,
15,
working.
please have good
KOF
rollback.
15,
Yeah.
maybe a Sam Show 2.
Like,
you know?
the hardest part about it is like, buying goodwill is important early in the life cycle of a product, but if you're already at this stage of Street Fighter 5,
it's a lost cause at
It's
that
kinda too little,
time.
too late.
It
yeah,
is.
exactly.
What you
So-
can do is just make the best of what you can with the game right now, and then take that and push it into the next
Right.
one.
And to be fair, like you said, Street Fighter 5 has actually been really killing it recently. Like, I love everything they're doing with the game right now. Like I said, the only way to describe it is I'm excited for Oro. And, you know, like,
You could not give a shit less about that fucking character.
I could have never cared less about Oro, and now all of a sudden I'm like super hyped for him because they gave him a turtle.
Yeah.
And like, that's it, right? That's all.
I'm heartbroken. Nobody appreciated my turtle cosplay joke of Oro. That broke my heart a little bit.
When was that one?
I did it last year when Oro was announced.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
took my hand and I painted it Oro colors.
Uh-huh.
And I held Pebbles in my
Right,
hand and just took
yeah.
the picture of my arm and Pebbles. And I'm like, Oro cosplay. It just went over so many people's heads. I'm like,
man.
damn it.
So-
Okay, well, in all fairness, you want to talk about things going over people's heads? The amount of people who have been commenting on this trailer about, oh man, this character looks really cool, because they didn't know KOF 14 existed. Literally, I'm seeing so many comments of, oh man, this character's really cool. It looks like he's got some shades of Daimon. He's got a cool new grappler. I love KOF grapplers. This is neat.
It's not just you. If you read my Facebook comments, holy shit.
Yeah, like the amount of people that
I'm
apparently
glad you
didn't
guys
know
are
14
hyped
exists.
For playing King of Dinosaurs. I'm glad you guys are seeing him now.
Yeah.
It's just, God, it took this long. You know, it's just like 14 had such a bad rap for, you know,
Or it was just missed.
the wrong reasons. So
Yeah.
it was just missed. You miss all these characters with so much potential, but they're obviously doing a damn good job now of showcasing every single one.
Yeah, KOF
So-
14 was just, it fell off of people's radars so fast.
Yeah,
It's-
is
Yeah,
Damn shame.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, about the Smash
Yeah.
community where people thought KOF games weren't even being made anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have, not knowing who Terry is.
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
stuff
No.
like that.
Yeah,
That was a thing.
you're thinking of Sam Show, Mighty Max. You're thinking of Sam Show.
Or both.
Because KO14 didn't sell very well at all. So
It's still, the thing is, it's still outsold SNK's expectations.
did it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it did. They were
okay.
happy at least with that.
Yeah, they
So
were like,
that's-
this is fine. We're good with this. That's how
that's-
we got heroines.
That's his taunt, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, most
yeah,
likely.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think we're on to one of his other huge buffs.
Yeah, this looks crazy.
Okay, so by the way, I don't think that's his armored CD. I think his. Oh no, it is. There it is. There's the flash.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
sorry.
that-
That's
that's
definitely the EX CD.
thing. Yeah,
Now, Kukuri looks awesome.
and then this.
It restands.
Yeah, this.
That is so huge. Makes all of them super reliable, and it means the whole thing is always going to work.
Yeah, that makes it so that he has some good combo enders with meter, right? So,
Yeah.
and then this is
And
just
then
the
Stan C
EX.
for a EX Rekka thing. Gets the wall bounce.
Yeah, you can see he's glowing blue because he's EX.
Yeah, in
this.
the raw max mode.
Right. Oh, that's right. Didn't he do the stamp before this started? I can't remember now. Like it comes in with him going.
Yeah, just
Ding, right
raw
there.
max.
Yeah.
just raw blue max.
Right.
So
Which
doesn't change anything yet.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely got my colors mixed up like a jackass yesterday. I was like, oh man, no wait, the blue one is
yeah,
regular.
you can't help it. We were excited.
And then
Yeah.
here's this and doing that canceled into the recapture stand super.
Yeah. So all sorts of bouncing around, doing all the shit.
Now, this is the part where we started squealing at the Cheesecake Factory yesterday,
Right.
as in my tweet.
And but this is the confusing part because is this an edit or is this an
I
OTG?
think this is accurate. I
Right.
think it's accurate because look where he captures him once the
Right.
super flashes
Exactly.
over. So I think this is actually him climax canceling into his, level 3 whatever, and then just straight up OTGs him out of this. And that's new. Because his old climax was the DP.
Right. I'm trying to see something. Are the background characters animated while this is going
You
on?
know what? I was looking at her.
Are they
and
animated
it-
to begin with?
And it looked like
Yeah,
she
they
was
are.
like covering her face, like, oh my
Yeah,
god, yeah,
see,
right
she's,
there,
oh my
like
gosh,
reacting
there.
to
Oh,
it.
I think she's
yeah.
hiding from the chaos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they are gonna be somewhat animated and have
But so
reactions.
I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh,
look
geez.
at the
Yeah,
guy
there-
lying
Oh,
on
she's
the-
covering her ears from
Yeah.
the noises.
Yeah, but look at the guy on the ground over here. His arm is out. It's back. Oh
And
yeah,
he's-
his
and
foot
he's
is still
chillaxing.
his foot is still moving at the start of that. So they're still animating. Okay. So I'm just trying to see if the animation
Matches up
you know,
with the whole sequence,
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
hard to tell because he ends up blocking. So
And then that Clark is still bouncing
Yep.
from the end of the super.
right, and they're in the exact same screen position. Yeah, and
So
I mean,
Ellen, as
this-
you were saying, watch this part right here because his mouth does function.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this guy is like either a big fan of T-Zox or something, right? So they're clearly too.
Yeah, no, Dream Cancel is still the best term.
Right.
100%. But
Yeah,
yep,
here we go.
OTG get fucking tossed
Mouth toss.
Woo!
to the moon.
Wait, there's more.
God, that
Heavenly.
You just had to, didn't
Yeah.
Ow. And then
And the power of the earth.
And then we're at the Mirage in Vegas. So there you go.
now, is this actually part of the super or is this a
Oh,
win
that's
pose?
that's straight up sound. That looks like that's the end of a super because those look like impacts at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's-
you see the hit spark here.
Uh-huh.
But
Bap right
yeah.
there.
So that's probably the end of his climax, which doesn't make any sense, and I fucking love it.
Dude, it's so good. dude.
If you
It's
eat
so
your
great.
nuggets like that, they better be dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets.
I'm just trying to think right now, like, what if you fight, like, if there's are there any backgrounds where they're, like, fighting on a boat or something like that, and he's gonna...
I hope so.
Yeah, because, I mean...
John
then it's just
Hammond,
nonsense.
Right.
John Hammond driver. I will. Yeah.
'Cause one of my-
I'll take it.
One
I'll
of
take it.
my favorite
Spared
things
no
was
expense.
always was Superman's super in Injustice 1, I think it is, where he punches you out of the earth, flies up and punches you back in, and one of the backgrounds was the space station.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
He punched you out of the space station, out of Earth,
Yep.
then back into Earth onto the space station.
Yep. Yeah. No, there's a few instances of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, also, didn't Flash run around the world?
Yeah.
And if you're in the space
Yeah.
station, that doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
And
Yeah, he does fundamentally look quite a bit better, too, in terms of, like, his model and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they went
Again-
all out with his animations, and I'm so happy that
Yeah.
he does not look stiff at all. If
Yeah.
you were watching all of these movements like we've been in slow motion, like there's hardly any stiffness at all. They're just so nice and fluid.
He's definitely one of the better looking characters for sure right now. And again, the lighting is just, I mean, is the big difference, honestly.
Plus, you really, even though, you know, his face isn't showing, you could see so much personality through all of these animations and movements, which I appreciate very much.
The best thing about it is the faces are definitely the area we know that SNK is not having any problems with, because the faces of all the characters look better. So the
Yes.
fact that King of Dinosaurs doesn't animate his face is actually even better. Like, it's great.
Yes.
Because obviously it's a mask.
But he still has, like, some level of expression.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yes.
just going to say it's a really fancy mask with animatronics.
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
Also,
Or no, actually, like someone else said on the Tuesday show chat, he's actually a dinosaur with a human bodysuit. So, you know,
yeah,
that's just
that's
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
Not
right?
to scare the rest of the humans.
also, I absolutely love some of the chat going on.
because he's a hybrid.
Did dinosaurs actually do that? Actually, yes. You can see many of them caught mid-flash kick before they were buried. So good. So, thank you, chat.
I need to screen cap this because this is just too damn good. I am really appreciating this stream today in the chat. You guys are just on it. I love it.
I forgot, T-Sock does have feathers as well, right?
Yeah.
Now, did 14, he also keep the feathers as well?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
he did.
yes,
okay,
he did.
Okay.
I was just looking up his
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think some of
Jasmine-
them might even be the
She's
same
clawing
feathers.
my ass right now because my hair is down and she's trying to get the hair and she just keeps going into my ass. And now she's nibbling me. She is King of Dinosaurs right now. She's just getting hype off this trailer and you're getting too many ideas back there. You need to calm down. Too many. Okay, hair's coming up front. You. Sorry. That
This is
hurt.
what Jasmine does, dude. She
Jasmine!
claws into people.
Shit.
But I mean, that's like when cats are actually really comfortable, they do this kind of thing,
Yeah,
right?
making
Yeah.
biscuits.
She's
Yeah,
making biscuits on my biscuit.
Because she does this to me all the time. Like, she'll just be lying on my chest and I start to rub her, and then all of a sudden, just like the claws go into. Like, if you look at my
What
t-shirts.
is she doing right now?
I've got, like,
what is she
holes.
doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
She's just sitting there.
Okay.
She's just sitting there.
Okay.
Boop.
Sometimes I have to just wonder
Yeah.
what she's up to.
So now, Dinosaur's looking pretty slick. Definitely much stronger and improved fundamentally. Like, he's probably going to be a big old terror now. And more to a point, with all of his buffs and changes and all this stuff, that reinforces the Daimon might not be coming back.
Yeah, it's so funny that Runeclaw mentions that cats meow due to generations of seeing human babies cry and getting food and take care of. That's why cats are trying to mimic.
The baby.
There was a story where some guy actually, to lend credence to this, right, was that there was one time some guy met a cat, like in their back porch or something, and the cat made like a weird, like non-meowing noise, and the guy paid attention, and so the cat started just repeating that noise over and over again instead of meowing, and then I think that cat eventually had kittens. And the kittens would mew, and when the kittens would mew, he would go and pay attention in that, and then the mom cat was like, "Oh, you'll pay attention to that too?" And then it started meowing.
So basically, what you have told us is cats have had a hidden secret language, and we haven't tapped into it yet. They just started meowing.
Yeah,
and
so long,
this is-
Johnson.
What?
Oh, long, Johnson.
Okay,
Holy shit. All right, James.
Yeah, I don't remember
James,
exactly who that player was, but that was amazing, by the way.
James, you know what Oh Long Johnson is.
It's a cat video meme.
Come on, you know the cat that goes, oh, Long John. Oh, the piano. Yeah, that.
Okay, that one,
Yeah.
No, my favorite one is still the barking cat, right?
Oh yeah, because he gets caught.
Yeah, he's like rah, 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 rah. Human, and then turns around and sees the human. Rah, rah, rah.
No, my favorite is Southern Big Billy Cat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm a Big Billy.
Yeah.
That one. Cat's still on my lock screen for my phone.
He is. He
He's
is on the
amazing.
lock screen.
Is he really?
Yes. Find it.
Working on it. There's my shin boy. Yeah, see?
Oh yeah.
I'm a Big Billy.
So cats have evolved like dinosaurs
I still
with
have the
hidden
scars.
language.
I still have slight scars on my arm thanks to this girl
That
here.
sounds about right.
Uh,
So anyways, dinosaurs are great. Birds are great.
Dinosaurs
Cats are
great.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And chicken
Animals are
and
just the
dino
best.
and dino chicken nuggets are delicious.
yes,
I should have
animals.
brought up my chicken nugget.
Go get it.
No,
Animals
I'm not
are just-
gonna run downstairs and run back up.
Okay.
I'll bring him up
Animals are
next
just
week.
basically the
You
best.
really need to.
I'll bring him up next week.
If you guys don't know, there was a viral tweet like last month. A girl posted that you could buy her plushy dino chicken nugget stuffed animal she made.
Oh, is it like an Etsy kind of thing? Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I bought one for Olaf,
Yeah.
and you guys are gonna see it next week.
All right.
I won't tell you which one it is. but-
It's with the subtitles.
He's gonna cry! Oh my god, he's gonna cry. I love it.
Jesus Christ.
Are you okay? I cannot believe you haven't seen that. Especially being around us. I can't believe you haven't seen
I
this.
think I've seen the video without the subtitles or something, but
Jello
Yeah,
pudding
no.
pop? Yeah, no.
I just love the gonna go clearly.
I need to hear it. Turn it.
it's not moving its mouth.
It's no, it's just like licking his lip. This is so worth it.
What have we done? Oh god, he's crying. Go get get a
God.
napkin. He's-
Ouch.
Oh god.
My stomach hurts.
Oh Jesus.
Ugh.
God. It's not over yet. Oh my god, James.
This video is just calling him Big Billy.
Okay, James, before we continue.
Oh, damn.
It's not even.
Yeah, thank you.
Not allowed to
I
cry.
wasn't gonna say it, but thank you for saying it. I was not gonna say it, but
I am Big Billy is something so great. Oh my god.
I am fucking sweating. Oh my god! Someone clip that right now, please.
God.
I'm begging you, please. This is the
Jesus
highlight of this. James, please tell me you've seen the butthole cat.
I think I have.
You blew my I blew my bumhole.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
I'm
that
pretty
cat?
sure you guys have shown
Oh,
me that
sure.
one for sure.
Did I
for
show
sure.
you that one?
Bubba-ho.
Yeah. You guys have shown me that
okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, we're definitely there's as always there will be a VOD, yes.
oh, sweet
Okay.
Lord. Okay, so
Oh, we should probably change gears.
We are. So, talking dinosaurs and all this other good stuff. So, if you guys don't know, there is a SNK online shop summer sale happening right now.
Yeah.
And I'm a little butthurt because we have purchased some expensive items from the online shop. But can you bring up their
I just want to
Twitter?
get the video and then try to make it like it says I am butthurt instead and have that play.
So, and now I'm picturing it. Damn it, James.
All right.
Oh wow, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's too good.
I need to.
Oh, that's too good. Okay.
get
No.
to the editor. Okay. So
SNK
SNK
Twitter
online
has
shop.
their online shop thing.
Yes, SNK online shop, please.
Okay.
Let's look at some goodies together.
Oh God.
And no, I'm not trying to show you things I want, but if you want to get them for me, you know, I'm not I'm a big middling.
This one, right?
No. You'll see Yori in swim trunks.
Oh, okay.
And we just had it the other day. Shoot, why didn't I save that darn link? Just do the SNK online shop Twitter.
Oh, is there a different one?
Yes,
oh,
yes,
Okay.
they have. You guys know we love us some SNK merch. We're always talking
Oh, is
to
it this
you.
one here?
No, or no.
But it's but
Yeah, that does it have a link for the online
No,
shop?
not for the
Right there.
actual-
It's,
Yeah, just hit SNK online shop and it should.
this one here.
no,
Oh, here we
this
go.
one,
Here we
yeah.
go. Here we go. This is
Is
probably
this the
one,
right one? Maybe. No, not quite. Well,
No. Ugh. Hold on. Love how we both grab our phones. You're too fast for me. Oh wait. Is that my? Yeah.
It's your tweet.
Wait. How old's that damn tweet?
This one is from 2019.
Oh, that's like. Oh my god, that came out. So I've been buying stuff from the SNK online shop for a minute, but you know those sweatpants of mine that I am rocking all the time, and I've showed you guys on here. Well, guess what? You don't have to pay the price I did now. Now they're even cheaper. And Olaf got the very slick Neo-Geo tie. It's
I love it.
It's
Here we go,
absolutely
here we go.
gorgeous. It is so beautiful.
no, maybe.
Are they not on sale anymore? Or
Oh
something?
no, they definitely
Oh
are.
no, the sale just started. It's just not. It's the wrong link. Hold on.
It might be SNKJP is why.
Let me go to my Twitter. Give me one momento. I just retweeted it yesterday.
Is it a
Here we
pre-order
go.
right now?
Summer Festa. There we go. Got it.
Yes.
Copy
thank you.
link. James, to your Twitter in just a moment. This will be faster.
Yes, I love the picture they chose also. You've got Iori blindfolded,
Bam.
about to smash a watermelon, so all that good stuff. There it is.
Oh yeah, the classic.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And I can throw this over
Yeah.
here. All right, there we go.
All
That's
right.
the one.
So you
Okay.
guys, there is a ton of stuff, not to mention if you felt you missed out on any of the Sam Show items, like the really beautiful Japanese Tabi mat coasters. Those are all on sale for like
Tatami.
or tatami. What am I saying? Tabi. I'm thinking socks. My bad.
You-
Tatami mat
You
coasters.
got this, didn't you? The
Yes,
tie?
that's
Yeah.
the tie
I
we're talking
love that
about.
tie,
And
yeah.
instead of being like
100.
100, it's now 50.
Ooh.
Yeah,
okay.
it's-
And my
a good-
sweatpants are now 40, not like 60 something.
Oh, the track jackets too. I
I
really
know,
should
I'm
consider
tempted.
one of those.
You got the Mars People plush are now like $20
This
instead
is
of
a
32.
Great tie for commentary, dude.
Honestly, it's one of the reasons I got it.
James. I mean, it's really nice.
One of the reasons I got it is
The-
that whenever we can do something like even like hyperdrive again.
Right, yeah.
So the Okinawa summer bathing suit blind acrylics. I need to grab a few of those. Hopefully, I get Mina. If not, I'm happy to trade with somebody. But keep going to the next pages. There's
more
there's
pages.
like
Oh,
like
jeez.
200 or
Yeah.
click 200 per.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So there is some stuff that's sold out. That's why it's not on the list, which is kind of a bummer, but it
But
happens.
for the most part, you can still get, some of the 2000 acrylics, 97 acrylics, Sam Show 5 special acrylics. Like, even the newer Sam Show, they have those really cute 8-bit looking keychains. I'm definitely grabbing all my favorite characters in those. You could still grab some of the, like, coasters, the blind buttons. all sorts of. I'm picking up that My Shiranui T-shirt. It's only $15 right now instead of 30 something,
right.
and it's one of my favorite artists. It's Falcon's art, so I gotta get.
I should probably pick some of these up just so I finally have
a shirt
have
to
some
wear
SNK clothes. Yeah,
Yes.
because I just don't have any, dude. It's like.
And I'm really thinking about the track jacket too.
I need to get it because I've been overdue on getting that thing for a while. So no, they do not ship directly to the USA yet.
But your ambassador should be ambassador of Zen Market. Y'all missing out. This guy lets you and everybody else know how to get this stuff. So why don't you explain to them how they can get their hands on this like we do?
So Zen Market is the proxy service that does work directly with SNK, so they actually have an SNK international shop on Zen Market that has a good chunk of this stuff. But also on the site, you have a link over at the top right that says, hey, I want to just buy this thing that's not listed, and it just works. And you just pay the $3 per item. So if you're buying $100 tie, you pick it, you kick another $3 for it, you're good to go. They buy it for you, and then once you have bought everything you want and sitting at their warehouse, you just ship it all in one fat package. And it's awesome. And I'm gonna be shipping one out myself in the next week or so. And then a week or two after that, I'm gonna have cool shit to unbox.
We will definitely try to unbox it on the show.
Oh no, there's no try.
We're definitely
one of those items is definitely getting unboxed.
Look at most people are now $21.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to get another one of those.
Yeah, we need another one. I need one to carry around in my bag.
Yeah, so definitely look into Zen Market if you need some of this stuff. They are working on opening up this page for international shipping, but not every country is allowed right now. I think some regions of Europe can actually import directly from this store, but US can't because COVID problems.
Yes. So trust me, I tried my hardest to buy the 98 cologne for myself, and Zen Market had it, but because it's a liquid, I can't have it shipped. So I definitely have to ask a huge favor from one of my friends in Japan to grab that for me. But as you can see, all of the old school Sam Show acrylic stands are selling. I know, right? So there's a lot.
Actually, you know what? Maybe now I'll finally get my Gaitendo.
I mean, that is a really
hey,
good
look,
stand of them.
Look who just happened to show up here.
Yeah, I know. So that's the thing. I definitely did make one pretty pricey purchase on here the other day, as it is, because I couldn't not have some of the buttons. The little can badge set. Okay. One of the can badge sets had no less than 3 buttons I couldn't not have. And so I went ahead and grabbed it.
Go up a little. And here's the cool thing. If you don't want to risk blind can badges, they sell the sets. Here's the SNK Heroine Set.
And that's also
with the
half
female.
price.
I know.
Jesus.
I'm going to buy that because it has female Terry in it.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, lots of
So this is just buy one of them. Basically.
Yeah, one of them, and maybe you might get the one you want.
Right.
So
also,
I need the Bariki keychain.
Yeah,
of
the
this
brand,
too.
the game keychains are super cool.
They're
I definitely
awesome.
have a few of them. I have
And
the Real About 2 one.
And they're only $3 right now. So this
we're gonna
is
have to go in.
We're just gonna blow so much money tonight.
Oh man.
Which one do you want, James?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look through this.
Okay, yeah, just let us know so we can put it with the list.
Yeah, everyone's putting jokes about sponsored but not paid. How about sponsored but we're giving them the money?
Right?
Yeah, and actually, by the way, now that these are all half price, I might actually be down for the Leona box set.
Hang on a second.
I mean, we could do that, but at the same time, if you...
Yes, we do know how long the sale lasts. It's only another week or two.
Yeah, and with these sales, you have to get it right away. Just like with the 98 cross collab with
the Hakanabao Garo, whatever.
Thank you.
Hakabano Garo.
Okay, Hakabano Garo, the one where we bought a bunch of the 98 stuff, including those 98 invitations with the little seal stamp. You gotta jump on these sales because people will just buy everything and then that's it. But here, the line badges, I have a whole eat the bag full of these suckers right now, and I'm about to buy 10
so
more.
Many.
There's a ton.
Almost every character has
scroll
gotten
up a little
one of those.
more. For all my girls out there, those makeup bags are adorable.
yeah.
I have that one.
You. I guess. Yeah.
Our
you steal
makeup
it.
bag.
Anyway, so
Seriously,
the
I use
sale
them
ends
in-
on the 15th of August.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got a while.
We got a couple weeks.
Okay, cool.
Again, get it now before anybody else does, because even though it's there, like, if you wait any longer, you're gonna
Right.
not get the stuff you actually want.
I'm really happy they have like even the 2 or 3 year old like White Day and like Valentine's collections and stuff.
Hey, I always do the hour from the meme hour makeup bag. I'm gonna buy another one.
Okay. I'm not gonna stop you.
No, you're not.
Sometimes you need someone to help stop you, but you know
We
we're not the
encourage each other.
Okay, do
we're
me a
not
favor.
the right people.
I'm getting that mug. I'm getting like 3 of them.
Okay, do me a favor, scroll
I'm
up a
getting
little
those. I'm getting us one
Too
each
far.
for the show.
bit. Too far. That one.
You're talking-
Really tempted to get one of these because it has like Orochi, Ganitz, Chrysalid,
Right.
Geese. Like that one's really cool. But
I need more Genuts in my life.
the mug, yeah.
And this is cool. They still have leftover stuff from the pop-up cafe that happened.
hey, that thing I just said.
I was focused on shopping. I'm sorry.
Yo, that Bariki one keychain
that's
though.
the keychain I want. The Bariki
Yeah.
keychain. That's the one I want. And
So-
I'm mad because like I bought a good amount of those clear
this is that really
case
cool
files too. So I'm just like, what? Wait, timeout. Scroll back up.
What, the clear file?
No. Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, if that was the towel I
Uh-uh.
bought you, I would have been so pissed.
Yeah, no, it's a clear file, which I definitely still already have.
Yeah, and these
in the
are
back of that.
those were all like mini cards.
Right.
So
Yeah,
and-
they're actually postcards.
Mugs.
yeah, mugs,
posters.
posters. Oh, we should probably get a poster.
We can consider it. There's a lot of cool stuff.
I want the Mars
There's
People
so
keychains
much stuff
and
here.
stickers.
So
there's
there's-
a ton on sale.
There's not so much an English version of the website, so much as you can just use the Google Machine Translate. It should help you pretty well. And then the Zen Market version of the site actually does run in English.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have all the stuff, just fair warning.
Right.
Also, the KOF14
Yes.
Nesca card's kind of neat.
So yeah, that was
Like,
everything.
I don't care for Shune that much, but just having that special Nesca card would be kind of cool.
So that's pretty much,
Yeah, a bunch of shit's half off.
a ton of shit is half off. Let's scan through it again so you guys can see everything.
So it's not necessarily half off, but a lot of it
It's
is
just
half
yeah,
off.
a lot of it is half off, but this is literally everything on sale, including my cell phone geese holder.
Yeah, that's an acrylic stand that actually is just a cell phone stand, too.
Oh,
It's super
I
cool.
am
Whoa.
debating the Naku and Rimu plushies just because they're cute.
Naku.
Naku.
I definitely have that geese shirt because it makes me laugh so
This
much.
one?
Yeah.
The shirt is so ridiculous. I do need the my shirt though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it,
I'll have to look through this carefully to pick out my
Yeah.
SNK shirts, basically.
Yeah, I need to see if they've got the track
Because,
jacket
again,
in my American size.
the only problem is you got to remember American sizes
Oh, yeah,
versus
yeah,
Japanese
yeah,
sizes. Like randomly click on a shirt, you might be interested. You gotta double check that they have your size still.
Yeah, and the thing is, ballpark estimate, just got to go one size larger.
Right.
Yeah.
In general. I mean, there was one time Justin was in Japan, and he was like, hey, James, you want me to buy you these shirts? And I was like, sure. He's like, what size are you? And I was like, I'll get a large. He was like, I'll get you an extra large. And I was so insulted. And I
Until
was
you
like,
put it on?
No, I was insulted. And he's like, dude, the sizes are smaller here. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what are you saying, Justin? What are you saying?
No, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Scroll up real quick to the Neo-Geo sign. Keep going. I love this because it's actually a pair of flip-flops.
That are die cut into the same logo. It's
I
super
see,
cute.
I see. Yeah.
I would
yeah.
never wear them, but I would want it just because they make
That's
the
neat,
complete
actually,
shirt.
yeah.
I've always thought they were really cool.
I mean, it would be cool because then you could just leave them on the floor, and then every time you put away your flip flops, you would always put them back in, right? So
Yeah, I mean, it works. There was also a Neo Geo wall clock.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
That's also very. There's just too much
A
stuff.
bunch of like the
There it
Iori
is,
collab.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm really sad they don't have those badass bar glasses with, you know, all the King of Fighter characters on them from the Iori bar. I really, really wanted those.
The soup bowl.
Oh, how much is a soup bowl? I should probably get that for my noodles.
Oh, this one here?
Oh, it's only $15. Well, that's going in the cart.
Shingo manga, you basically just gonna have to get on bookstores. They don't. I don't think they sell any of the mangas or books or any of that on here.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Also, by the way, that cup.
Oh, this cup
That
is
cup's
gorgeous.
amazing.
Oh, dang.
So,
It's a nice fancy little ceramic teacup, but all around the side of it is written all fancy the names of every character in Samurai Showdown.
Oh, that's
with
cool.
the blood splatters.
Right,
It's
that's
awesome.
cool. That's
Fancy.
cool.
And okay, those are the really beautiful coasters.
This
that-
one here?
Yeah, they're
click on
coasters
that.
that are
I want
done-
everyone to see those.
They're straight up tatami mats.
They,
Right.
and they're all like gold, like embroidered, gold foil embroidered on some of them.
They're fucking gorgeous.
I have
nice.
I have Yashamaru, and who else do we have?
But this,
I don't
but that
remember.
link,
Yoshido.
that link though was just the blind box of them, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
this
just
is
you're
the blind-
paying
Yeah.
$250 per.
Which
know.
honestly,
Right.
even if you get a character you don't like, $250 for a really nice coaster is still not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and just
I'm gonna be grabbing
someone
them.
in the chat mentioned it, but yeah, the best way to determine the prices, American prices, is just add the decimal.
Yeah, yeah. Move
So
the
just,
decimal
just
over.
imagine that $7.64.
Exactly.
It gives you a pretty good ballpark.
Yeah, and then these are the cute little 8-bit keychains I was talking about. I'm probably gonna grab a couple of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so Zen Market, the only thing is with getting like the coasters, it sucks because every one you buy counts as one item, so you're getting the surcharge on them if they're not on the Zen Market shop.
Oh, okay.
If they're
okay,
on the Zen
okay.
Market shop, you're fine. You're actually not paying any surcharge because they're officially supported, which is
Gotcha.
nice.
Oh, so if they're officially supported, there's no surcharge because he doesn't have to go to this. He doesn't have to buy it himself from the
Yes.
site.
Basically,
and stuff,
yeah.
right,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So if you ever get a chance, go to the Zen Market SNK online shop, like the official page, and browse what they have there. That one you don't get any charges for the items on site. If the item you're looking for is not there, then you're gonna pay $3 per item, which makes like buying 100 coasters a terrible decision.
Does this actually roll?
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Oh, I don't think it does. What the way I'm
No, I
looking
don't
at
think
it.
No,
so.
but it's freaking adorable.
It is super cute.
God, if it actually rolled, that would have been. So
Honestly,
sick.
though, if it's down to $40 now, that might be a
Is
thing.
that a lanyard or a belt?
This.
That looks like a lanyard.
it's a lanyard.
Yeah, okay. Some of the lanyards they have.
Yeah,
are
no, the
pretty
metal
sick.
slug's fucking rad.
Yeah, the metal slug is absolutely adorable. I just noticed there was a cute little coin purse too, just with the
Yeah, the
Neo-Geo
Neo-Geo logo coin purse,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't see that last night.
This one. Here.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I can tell Kitty's been hanging around you too long, Mike.
Oh yeah, blame me.
We
that's
haven't
totally-
rubbed off on each other.
Yeah,
in
that's
X
totally
amount of
reasonable.
years.
It's not like her first cosplay wasn't my or anything. Nope, definitely my fault. She
Yeah.
likes
No,
SNK.
I wasn't saying that.
No.
That was when she said, yeah. That's what I was
Okay.
talking about. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do with the SNK. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, totally. No problem.
Guilty as charged.
You right.
Yeah, we know. We know. We're rubbing off on each other. Okay, the pins are actually, or the pens are really nice.
Yeah, I actually
Might
have
grab-
the geese one.
You have, and the matching keychain. Yeah,
Yes.
that geese pen at the.
Oh, this
at
one
the,
right
yeah,
here.
that one.
Okay.
It's pretty
And
cute.
those are the matching little like rectangular keychains. They're actually nice and sturdy. I don't really have to worry too
Yeah,
much.
the little bricks.
Yeah, they're little bricks, so you know they're not gonna break or like scratch if you put them in a eat the bag or something. Now, which ones are those? All the girls, was that from Heroines? Are those
Yeah.
acrylics? Oh, okay. They're
Yeah,
all
that's
the girls
the
from
every
every
costume.
costume.
Oh,
I see.
dang.
Plus
Okay.
G-Mantle.
But this again is the blind box version.
Correct.
Here, right?
Dang,
Yeah.
they're still like $8 on sale. Look at that mug. We need
Yeah.
those. We need
We need
those
a
for
pair.
the show.
We need a pair of those.
We gotta get 3 so everybody
Okay.
has. And I have that King button. King looks so cute in all white. They did such a damn good job with that pop-up cafe. I really wish we could have ate at that pop-up cafe.
Yeah.
I really wish we had more of a heads up when they're doing pop-up shit.
I really wish we could go to Japan at all.
I really wish we could too.
Someone asked, once the pandemic's over, where would you like to travel? And I just said, I know I've been there already, but freaking Japan, I need to go back. I need to go back.
No, I'm basically only going to go to Japan until I'm finally, like, okay, I've been here enough before I'm even going to think about anywhere else.
We need a good solid month. We need a good solid month in Japan.
Yeah.
We need a good
as I've joked a long time ago, we boot that life, so there you go.
I respect that. That's actually a pretty good one.
That is a good one. Nice.
Although it makes you sound Canadian.
Yeah, it does.
It does, but no, I get it.
Yeah.
What is it? $600 for a 2-bedroom apartment monthly?
I mean, it varies. Depends on where.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And we could get KK Supreme Internet. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see KK's post?
10 gig fiber.
And he's been waiting for that for months. Okay, I wish I could have seen how giddy like a child he was when it started working the other night.
Like, I would not be surprised if he starts like, what's the biggest thing I can download? Let me do it right now. I'm gonna download all the things.
You remember when I used to have to make my combo videos like 7 megs so that people could actually download them?
Yes.
Oh man. God.
Remember when YouTube was invented?
Yeah, dude. Oh, YouTube is definitely nice.
Screams and dial-up noises.
God. And people used to like yell at me because like my intros used to be really long on my videos, and they're like, "You're making me use all this download time so I could see this
using all my bandwidth,
10-second intros."
Oh God, it's too good. No, Rune, of course you're gonna know when Japan happens, if happens, when happens. It shall happen. Everyone's gonna know because we're just gonna be like, well, we're living in Japan for a month or whenever we're done. Bye. The gates are open. We're free. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a while, obviously, and we, gotta be as patient as possible. So.
Oh, we got a Twitch clip here from Ebenezer. Oh, it's the Big Billy breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Ebenezer. Thank you. Much appreciated. I love it.
Oh, my God.
And so, with that in mind, though, we also do have one more thing to talk about today.
Wait.
At the very least.
We gotta sing. We gotta do this.
Of course we do.
We gotta do this.
Of course we do.
Should we start it off? Is that what we're doing right now?
Yes. Okay. I mean, we really need to edit something together
But
so we can just play
I want it animated. I want it to be an official song.
Yeah.
So we just gotta work on that. Okay, are you on the count of 3?
Yeah.
We're gonna sing the song.
Okay.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3.
SNK Community Spotlight. We're talking about you.
We did not practice that at all.
Obviously.
You can obviously tell.
Because I thought we were doing the SNK Community Spotlight.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It starts with Community Spotlight. SNK Community Spotlight.
That was not a 7 out of 10.
No. I swear to God, I was like, SNK Community Spotlight. We're talking about you. That's what I had in my head.
No, because I clipped the clip. The clip was you went.
I gotta go back.
You went Community Spotlight, SNK Community Spotlight. We're talking about you. Yeah,
okay.
that's.
We really need to do. We really need.
Oh no, that was like a 5 or a 6. It was no 7.
That was a 3. I was a
give it a
3.
5.
I was a 3 in that. I'm gonna admit I was a 3 in that. But whatever.
Anyways.
As long as you guys are laughing, that's all that matters to me.
So anyways, we finally get to do another one of the Community Spotlight.
Because we're talking about you.
Because it's also been way too long.
Way too long.
One of the things that really irks me is that I was like, all right, I want to do this artist. Hey artist, you're good with this? Yeah, perfect. All right. And I was like, they love Nest's characters, so we know K-Dash is coming. I'm gonna hold on to this and wait and try to sync it up with. And we've got like a month and a half where we still know that K-Dash is in the game, but doesn't have a fucking trailer. And I'm like, all right, I'm sick of fucking waiting. I feel like a dick. We're just gonna get this out.
Sound weird, but one one of the first things that I noticed. This is not the one.
No, that is not the one. That is not the one.
So she comes.
It is, but that is not. That's not the one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is not the one either.
Oh yeah, but that is a great highlight.
That is one of our favorites, though.
That is such a great
Jesus,
highlight.
with all the clips we have of our nonsense, you know, we could do a complete highlight show if we wanted to.
Right?
It's just like the best moments of.
That's what we
Now
need to
that
do
we're
when the
talking
game
about
launches.
artists. Here it is.
Yeah,
This is the one.
This is the one.
I really need to touch up my hair. Jesus, what happened to you? There's just like this much left.
Let's see if people can actually hear this here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now that we're talking about artists and the
Yes, of
community
course.
and all that good stuff, if you could start preparing pictures.
Oh yeah.
For our community spotlight thing of
Community spotlight, SNK community spotlight. We're talking about you.
New theme song. I love it.
See, it goes community spotlight.
We're
SNK community spotlight. We're talking about you.
We're talking about you.
Oh my god, I am so
Classic.
down with
I
that.
love you guys.
Please,
Anyway.
no one clip that. No
Please,
one,
everyone
please,
clip
please,
that.
nobody.
Everyone, apparently.
Okay.
Okay. So finally,
Okay, we
I-
will make that a song. It's gonna happen. We just need to be up here in the studio recording our voices, and we'll make it a whole intro, dealy boop. But okay, artist, who you got?
Siachiro.
Yes.
I'm sure some of you have seen, at the very least, a bunch of really sweet,
Oh, yeah.
likes and retweets and stuff. Her art is bad ass. And like really, if nothing else, I think I really want to point out her control of color in her art is fantastic.
I mean, that's always like the hardest part is the freaking like shades, color, and
I mean, everyone has like different talents. Like,
Right.
like I get color, like at least conceptually, like how shades are gonna work and how they complement
Right,
each other.
yeah,
I can't draw to save my fucking
Right.
life. But like,
Especially on the skin.
It's the way that she,
Phenomenal
Yeah,
job
no, it's
with
so
the
fucking
shading and the
cool.
gradients
Yeah,
on the
it's
skin
so
tones. This is
good.
nice.
so if
It's
someone
so
can actually
hard.
drop her at in the chat, that would be great. Or James, you can do it. I can spell it for you.
yeah.
So
It should
if
be
you haven't seen us constantly
SYA.
retweeting her artwork along
No,
with,
you-
all the other
CHI.
SNK fans.
IRO, and then you. I don't know if it's gonna work with the at because there's at.
I
Yeah.
could just
You do the whole twitter.com.
That should do it.
They're
That-
beautiful.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Perfect. So yeah.
And thank you, Dan, as well. So,
Yeah.
yes, go give him a follow. Gorgeous art.
But so yeah, I spent like entirely too much time trying to put together this collage because there were so many cool pictures I wanted to feature. Especially, I love these like before and after.
Yes, that one's
Aw.
so adorable.
It's so cool, and like I love the like K-dash casual clothing kind of effect, and there's just so much cool like design stuff that goes on in here. So I just wanted to share work with everybody.
for sure.
I love
Also, the
beach ones.
hilarity.
This came out last week? This drawing, which I appreciate.
Okay, you sure this is a good idea? Just shut up and do as you're told. Like,
I just want to know what they're gonna do.
definitely
That's
has
all I
a
wanna
soft
know.
spot of like fueling the flames of the K-dash Ralph implied rivalry.
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
Not
got it.
only that, as you can see, they are also a K-At fan.
Did they? Was it based off of? Dang, that's so cool.
Yeah. So like a lot of the artists we featured have
Kind of-
wound up
yes,
becoming
be
like friends and communicating
supporting
with each
each
other.
other through their artwork.
cool.
And then so the
Yes.
K-at spread like wildfires, and then there's more communication with K-at nonsense, and
Dude,
it's
that's
adorable.
so funny, dude. That's amazing.
No, it's been great. It's been great. I'm really happy we do this with artists and everyone else in the community because it
Because
just
we love
brings
them.
everyone together. It does.
Oh, I can't accept responsibility. Like they're probably still finding each other anyway, but
No,
it's
but-
cool that we can point stuff
Yes,
out.
Right.
And then,
and get the word out so people know it's there.
yeah. So I mean, you can see I really wanted to wait for K-Dash's trailer and be like, all right, cool, but I'm not dragging this out any longer. I feel really bad. And there's so much cool shit.
Because we've been wanting to feature them for a minute. And we just couldn't. He couldn't take it anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like, let's just do it.
Also,
Let's just
the
do it.
types of headaches.
Yes.
There's also one for K-Dash, and the last panel is KOF, and it amuses me. But the Iori one was too
This
good.
I don't know. This one just makes me think that Zuko right here. This is definitely some.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Eh.
Or Shoto from my my hero. And the bathing
love-
that bathing suit's adorable.
I love the
Cool.
cafe one.
The cafe one is just so cute.
And then, goddamn, this Iori.
And
Stud Iori.
Dude,
yeah, this Iori is ridiculous. It's up there for me with whatchamacallit from Sam's show.
Yoshitora?
Yoshitora,
oh,
yes.
yeah.
Where James is about to be another sword.
Yeah.
So, but damn.
Yeah. No, that Iori
Damn.
is fucking smoking.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all there is to it.
No questions asked.
And then a Sacred Treasures picture followed by the Orochi team
Oh yeah.
in a similar fashion. I was like, that's
Nice.
fucking cool.
Look at this cute little
All the Nestle.
group.
Oh, and then
Little
this
Nestle.
one, inspired
By
by
Cat.
K-Act. What if we gave them cat hoodies?
Look at how cute those are.
And I love that K-Dash won't wear the actual cat hoodie. He's just not part of that.
Yeah.
He does not want
But it definitely
But
has
it's
ears on the
him.
hood. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's
not
got the little
wearing the
paws.
hood, but
They're
he's got
there,
the
they're
paws,
there.
yes.
the paw mittens.
All of us need cat hoodies. Needs to happen.
Oh yeah, no, and it's really cool redacted.
No, I only see 3 characters here, dude. There's only 3 characters on that
It's not John
picture.
Cena,
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
who is part of KOF continuity now.
I did that one time when I played Mega Man 1 and 2 on stream. You know, the ending of Mega Man 2, right? It was when the meme was at the most height of its popularity. I was like, yeah, it actually turns out Dr. Wily's not Dr. Wily. I walked through the door. Dr. Wily is, and I switched to the John Cena theme. I was kind of proud of that.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I love that everyone gives a piggyback ride differently.
Yeah. How to carry people like this, because there's a running gag.
And I love
about-
Leona thinking
just
about
thinking about
kitties.
cats. You
Yeah,
know? Like,
she's just thinking about kitties.
so now
Why
that
not?
one makes me like Leona even more, dude. It's like
Yeah.
dirt face Leona with the ice cream. Leona thinking about cats. I mean, like, this is like totally.
I blame heroines for that.
Mhm.
Right.
You got the 2 pretty boys.
Oh dang.
And I love the yin and yang of this. Just, good evil, Orochi.
And these
Sacred
are all
Treasure.
obviously pretty recent because this is the current outfit for
Yeah.
Iori,
Yeah, well, and
right?
so the account, the first art posted on the account was back in November of 2019.
Oh dang.
So
okay.
her work is
Yeah.
relatively new in general.
Right.
And when he was grabbing all of these, like, you see the first images she posts to this now, she has evolved so quickly.
Grown so
and
much as an
grown
artist
so much
in
as an
such a
artist
short
in,
time.
The past few years. It's so impressive. Really, really is.
Like, especially like
I love
look
that
at
Luong.
look at the
that's
Leona's face. Like, it almost looks like a CG picture.
Yeah.
Like the way the curves hit the lighting in
Yeah,
such a
Yeah,
way.
it's ridiculous.
It's
Looks
really
so good.
The studying of the lighting is like ridiculously. It's just
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so good. And like I said, lighting is just one of the hardest parts. It's so hard because that's one of the ones that as an artist you just have to study and just get this natural feel for,
Yep.
being able to do that. And especially I've always my whole entire life been jealous of people who can make clothes folds,
Yep.
folds and clothes.
Naturally.
Yeah,
When
I've
it flows
always-
like that and looks so natural, it really is nice.
It always makes me
Yeah, like
jealous.
I mean, Angel's sleeve, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I was just
this,
gonna say,
like-
look at Angel's jacket right here.
like the
This
way
is
that the
so
lighting
nice.
is right here, with the light versus the dark, and the light comes around even just the one line here to indicate the folds and everything. Oh man, I'm so jealous, dude.
And again, casual clothing.
Yeah, like semi redesign kind of thing.
Oh, there's a
Looking
term
swag.
for it. Chiaroscuro. The use of lights and shadows in filmmaking and art. Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting. I'm sure there is a term for it because
Sure, there are a bunch.
there's terms for everything.
Yeah.
I was like,
She
Olaf.
wants to look at the hoodies.
I thought
She's
Olaf was.
looking at
I
the
thought
cat
Olaf
hoodies.
was rubbing on my arm, and I was like, "Whoa!"
I'm not that
Olaf.
fuzzy. Good.
Fair.
Oh, Jasmine likes the hoodies.
Oh dang, she definitely
Oh my
does.
goodness.
She's like staring.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah, she's looking at all the little
Oh,
cat.
she's like, okay, I'm done here.
Yeah, no, right when I pull out my camera, she's like, oh, you
No,
can't catch my personality.
that's the worst thing about it too. Is like you look at my desk, you see all this crap here, and you're like, "Man, James, why don't you clean that up?" It's because I don't. The cats, if this is clean, they just stand here and here.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been times where I literally couldn't watch a trailer because the cat was like, I'm sitting here now.
Exactly, because they just want to make sure that we are paying attention to them.
guilty of that.
Oh, she's so adorable. Gosh, this cat.
She's just being a cat.
Yeah. Bonk.
Boop. Boop and
Yeah,
a
it's not
bonk.
even like a bonk, it's just a pap.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Was it this picture? It was one of the other ones that you showed me that I was like, oh dang, I didn't know Kula had regular hair color when she was not in
I think we
college.
had that conversation two or three times at this point.
KOFXV pictures.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was one of the blonde Kula in there.
Yeah, did the yin and yang thing here, or as I always say, the yin and yang thing.
Yeah, but I'm white American. I don't know how the hell to pronounce it properly.
I mean, it was funny because one of the players who won Soul Calibur on the Evo thing yesterday was from Barcelona, and I would say that, and like someone in the chat was like, I'm so appreciative of the fact that James pronounces that correctly. Barcelona. He was like, I'm so happy.
Nice. I didn't even know.
Doesn't hurt
that's
that you've been in the
pronounce
region.
it.
What's
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Doesn't hurt that you've been in the region.
But I remember that because when I was in high school, that was when we went to Barcelona for the Olympics, and our Spanish teacher was teaching us that.
Nice.
He was like, yeah, in Spain they add the TH sound to it. You know, they do it with the TH sound, and I was like, oh, okay. I've always remembered that ever since because I'm always obsessed with trying to pronounce things correctly. You know, I mean, on my chat, every time I read someone's name out, I'm always like, or something, or
You're always trying to figure out how to pronounce it properly.
No, I mean, I try to do them right most of the time, except I'm still going to be stuck on Angel. I'm never going to fix that one.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be like, Angel.
And to be fair, like one of my viewers all the time in my Samurai Showdown, in the Soul Calibur streams, is named RTS Rangel. And I always said, like, is it Rangel or how's it pronounced? And then someone else was like, oh, it's supposed to be Rangel, like Angel, right? So I tried to pronounce it, and even he was just like, just pronounce it Rangel, it's okay. He's like, it's all right. It's all right. And I was like, okay, because I can't do it very well. Although, you know, Los Angeles, right?
I mean, the fact that the proper name for the city is a paragraph.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like
the city of Our Lady, the Queen of the Angels.
Yeah, I mean, I get mad when people say San Pedro. Like, I get really I get
the
like,
people who live in San Pedro say San Pedro.
Yeah,
like, it's just unavoidable.
Yeah, it
still irks me.
If I say Los Angeles, I can't get mad at people for saying San Pedro, right? I mean, really.
Yeah, but if you look at it like San Pedro, no.
Yeah.
You mean San Pedro.
Yeah. Can you imagine last night I dreamt of San Pedro? Like, it just wouldn't work. It's just like, it doesn't sound right. All right. But what is their Twitter? Let me actually go to their Twitter.
The thing I made you type and you clicked already?
Right, yeah. But it's not there anymore. So let's do twitter.com/SYACHIIRO, I believe it was.
Nailed it.
Whales.
There you go. Look at this. Oh, that's so cute.
The doodles.
Like, you know how good her art is, and her profile pic is.
I love it.
It's the cute chibi
It's
style.
so great, dude. That's what's great
I'm
about
always
it.
a fan
Everybody
of
loves chibi style.
Cat Lips Angel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're talking about cats.
Yeah.
Hi.
Do not use my art without my permission. Yes. Always make sure you always use art with permission.
Boob nozzles?
And for the record, we always.
Yeah, we always make sure we reach out to them first. Right?
Yes.
So.
And then I also messaged them today. I was like, hey, we're going to actually do yours tonight, finally. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Also, shout outs to Leona and Whip having abs in that picture. Just saying.
Yeah, of course. That was one of the first things that I saw.
Even when it's like this big in a doodle, you're like, oh.
No, I mean, I saw this when you guys retweeted it the first time.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And when I saw it, I was like, I know Olaf is happy about abs. It wasn't me noticing the abs, it was me noticing
for me.
Yeah, to the point where I know that you would be happy about it. So
Hi, Nathan, pretty handsome. I know the only reason you're on the table.
Oh yeah,
I know the only reason Nathan
like,
came
well,
up
they've
here.
been up there for a while.
They know what time it is.
It's
We're on
SNK
theirs.
community spot. No, it's
My little vultures. My little sharks.
Yeah, that actually wound up being one I couldn't fit.
Right,
I was like,
That's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'll put it up here anyway.
Yeah.
So, There you go. Oh, I love this Leona expression here, dude.
Like I said, I just fucking ran out of space. It was awful.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine.
Also, I love the take on Hyder.
I mean, look at this, dude. This is
So pretty.
Someone who remembers the best character in the game.
the weapons maker
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. Dang. So
And the thing is, I think her art style and colors really lend herself well to Bayo. Like
Yeah.
that second picture, it like really shines. 'Cause you get
Right.
like basically the moonlight almost effect. It looks really slick.
yeah, good call on that one actually. This is a retweet right
Yeah.
here, so yeah.
I mean, you can just hit the media tab.
Yeah. Oh no, they show up on the media tab as well. Retweets show up on the media tab. It's kind of
Let's say what?
don't they, or do they not?
No.
Okay, they don't. Okay.
Yeah, media is whatever they have posted in terms of media.
Okay. Oh no, you know what shows up on here that bothers me is like if you post up GIFs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you post up the GIFs, they all show up on here. Oh dang, Shermie
If
with
Shermie
a
had a
ponytail.
ponytail.
Got her hair did up,
I mean,
and then like some more street clothes stuff.
right.
I like the fact that it's actually using the Neo-Geo color scheme too, with
Oh,
the blue
yeah,
and yellow.
No,
You're
that
right.
that looks so slick. This is such a good random ass picture. That's like you every day.
Yeah, basically.
That's like you. We just need to Photoshop you.
Oh wait,
with the cats
But now
around
it's careful. We might get Twitch DMCA'd here because
Cat
there's a
butt.
cat
Oh,
butt on there.
it. Why are you looking at me so evil, Nathan? I don't have your food.
The board of shadowy figures.
I don't have your food, baby.
Oh, that's like the shadowy version of that other picture too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one right here. Oh, that's cool. Two different color
Yeah.
versions of it. And that's one of the nice things about digital art age is that you can draw a picture and then
And have
later on
variants.
tweak it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can actually tweak them. So that's actually really neat.
Yeah.
Angel or Angel, sorry.
And
This is definitely my life right
James.
here. This is my.
James.
I do this. I try to do this with the cats. They don't like it. So. Oh man, I need to turn this into like
Okay,
some
Nathan
freaking.
is just staring at
Wah.
me. This Beerus looking face. Angry Beerus looking ass. Just staring
It's
like
just
he's
like,
expecting
will-
me to do something and
Will
I don't
you
know what he
please
wants
finish? I would like food.
me to do.
Dude, it's like I said, the craziest thing is like I'll be sitting here talking with my chat the whole time. I'm sitting here talking to the chat. As soon as I start going, all right guys, thank you for watching, thank you for doing
There's
this,
nothing in
that my
house.
cats will start
It's
walking
empty.
over.
There's nothing here, Nathan.
Pavlovian
Don't-
conditioning.
It's crazy. Like I'll be like, all right, and blah blah blah, and I'll start saying like, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in. Da, da, da.
You're trying to see if he gets excited,
Yeah,
aren't
I
you?
am. I'm trying to see if I can get him to do that, but no, they're just chilling here on the
Whoa,
table.
okay. Oh, you'll react to a random ass noise. Okay. Okay, but not me talking to you. Because you're a cat.
Yeah, your cats are like the equivalent of like the Alexa or Google things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you say that one thing and now everything's changed.
Yep.
Honey thing.
See, Jasmine's trying to find the way to walk in front of my.
Oh, Jasmine.
Yeah, you're bad at this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
stop.
catty.
Actually, you're not that bad. You didn't
No.
trip over that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
just
didn't
stepped
kick it
awkwardly.
from under your feet, so.
Oh, what a good girl.
He's
God.
Jasmine.
What a good girl.
All right, so what else? What else we got? We got because we've been here for a little while. We're on
Over
2
a minute,
hours.
Yeah, the usual.
So, there's been some shenanigans throughout this week, the past 2 weeks.
Oh right, that's right. Yeah.
Some mild bits of controversy that may or may not be directly SNK related, but we really should kind of talk about.
So as you know, I've been cosplaying for 20 years. I do it professionally now. I have been a judge for 6-7 years now at cosplay contests and competitions. Apparently there was a convention that happened this past weekend which focuses on POC cosplayers, and that's basically what the whole convention was about. And
Well, I mean, literally that's why it was called.
That's why it's called what it is. So, I mean, honestly, I'm just very disappointed with so many aspects of the situation. There is a lot of bias. There's I'll keep it really short. I'm basically looking at the situation from a judge's point of mind. And when I do cosplay competitions, I I've been in cosplay competitions where famous cosplayers have rigged it so their friends can win.
Ugh.
Where they personally have been professionals already, judges at, like Anime Expo, and they know everybody on the panel team of judges, and then they go and compete and they win second place when there's like $10,000 at stake. And people like me, they want to give, 0 credit to. You guys, whatever, I'm correct. Anyways, so bias as a judge in these little cliques in the community are real. They are an issue. And I really hate it because, you guys, it really ruins not only the name of a convention, but for all the newcomers, all of this newer generation of cosplayers, I want to be, an inspiration to. I don't want them to have such a traumatic experience that they never want to do it again. And it happens more often than you think. And all I have to say is, when you guys are picking judges, when conventions are picking staff, and you're looking for judges to judge your cosplay event, please make sure they've actually won and make their own cosplays, number one. Please make sure they've won at least like 2 or 3 different categories. They've actually competed. They know what it's like to be on stage. They know how to perform on stage. They know about craftsmanship, so they try to make almost 100% of their costume completely. Like, these are the qualifications people should have for cosplay judges. I mean, you wouldn't just randomly pull somebody that isn't a commentator to go do commentary, would you?
Well,
it happens too.
Yeah, and you see
More
how well
often
it
than
goes.
not.
You see how well it goes sometimes.
You see how well that goes. It's the same BS that happens with cosplay judges. And it's true. And you guys, if you're going to be running cons, even if they're tiny cons, if you want this tiny con to grow, if you want this tiny con to continue to be good and people to keep coming back, you gotta stop crap like this from happening.
I mean, basically, you want to vet your staff.
Exactly.
Is what it comes down to.
Do research, just like you would for a cosplay guest. Just because somebody has millions of followers doesn't mean, A, they make their own stuff, B, most of the time it's bought off of Amazon or commission. A lot of times those people who do commissions don't get credit. And then on top of that, have they ever even won a cosplay competition to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things is like it's not even like necessarily like you have to do that kind of thing. It's just more that you have to at least just make sure that these people are going to do this out of good faith. You know what I mean? Because when you are biased, when you do have favoritism and stuff, it's basically a form of gatekeeping, right? And
it is 100%.
And anything that gets popular, like cosplaying, like fighting games, like everything. Gatekeeping becomes a real problem. It becomes the circle jerk, basically.
Yes, and a lot of people like to say, oh, it isn't real, it isn't real. It's real.
Yeah, and it's the number one way of hurting new fans. Like you're saying, right?
You are destroying your own community just for your personal gain or the personal gain of your friends you're, tied with.
Or sometimes there's a third one of, I don't know what you're cosplaying, so therefore it's not important.
That is the other issue, and this is why I say you need to do research. You need to make sure you have a well-rounded panel of judges. The numbers are 3 to 5 judges. Too much is just a headache backstage, and you guys are like arguing and debating who's going to win, and it turns into a nonsense battle.
Yeah. But I mean, that's also why some events, say, oh, I'm dressed as this character from this series, so that, maybe the judge could look it up. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Exactly, and this
that's a good fucking job at
and this is why shows like AX and Comic-Con expect you to do that. With these smaller cons, they don't even let people do prejudging, which is another issue. You need to have a cosplay guest or a cosplay judge be able to sacrifice their Saturday before your cosplay contest in order to judge every single costume properly. That's where prejudging comes in. And everybody's not doing it like they should, especially at smaller cons. I have ran a bunch of cons out of state for other people and made sure to get this point across to make sure that, unfortunately, I'm losing money at my booth, but I don't care. You hired me to do a job, and that's to prejudge all of these cosplay costumes, and this is why people will ask where my booth is, because they know to come up so I can judge you along with my other judges that are next to me.
Breathe.
So, I'm good.
I heard you get into the end of that breath.
Okay, well, I'm trying to explain all of this. It is a lot to take in really quickly, but, you know, these are all key aspects that could have prevented the entire situation.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've heard the same thing, that the rest of the event was wonderful. Like, that was
yes.
that was kind of a smear on a great event.
Right.
It was, and it really killed the momentum the next day with all the controversy and all this other stuff. You know, is it fair to send people death threats about this? No.
Fuck no.
Absolutely not. But is it fair for you guys to angrily write emails, do your own videos on Instagram, tag the convention, let them know how you feel, give them pointers,
Right. I mean,
suggest names of actual good judges or cosplayers that have been doing it for a while, veterans that will come in for next year to be able to help the convention?
I mean, this is exactly what we say about if you want to critique SNK for some like the Samurai Showdown and stuff like that. It's more useful to have actual points instead of just
an idea and something helpful to add to the conversation instead of just yelling and screaming.
No,
at
in
people.
general, if you see a problem, the fastest way to get that problem solved is to offer an alternate solution.
Exactly.
If you just say this sucks and I don't like it, you're not
100%.
fixing anything. But you're like, hey, it might be better if you did this.
Yes.
That is the fastest way to unscrew up
Okay, so
something.
here's the thing, right? So some people just aren't creative enough to think of the solution, right?
Right.
But what you can say, which I've done many times, is I don't know the solution to this problem.
I don't know the right answer.
If I did, then maybe I would be running these things, you know. But this is why it's bad. Hopefully somebody can come up with the solution.
Hopefully you guys can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys out there giving feedback to this convention like that is what's going to fix the problem. Because like I said, I've been in cosplay contests where even the owners of the convention said, you should have won first, second, or third place. It was really wrong for the judges to do
Right.
what they did. Because I had one instance where there was a cosplay guest who was hosting the contest. They literally sat on top of the judge's desk and made the judges change every single decision so all of her friends at that convention could win.
Are you serious?
It happened in 2011. Both of my two really bad issues with this whole subject actually happened in the year 2011. It was a big size Comic Con and it was a big size Anime Con. And I'll just leave it at that for right now. But this is an issue. It's been going on for years. We as a community can fix it. Just like we're trying to fix it that people are nicer to the devs and can hear us instead of just being angry and negative. Negativity and anger are not going to get you far anything.
Being a dick's not getting you rollback. Just saying.
Yeah, so, you know, this is why we do the show. This is why we do what we do, and I try to do the same in the world of cosplay, too. And, you know, like, if you know somebody who's great at props and craftsmanship, because that's another thing. Some judges are biased against prop making.
Right.
And then some are biased, and then they favor, you know, just the craftsmanship of the outfit. And if you have someone who has a cosplay that's won multiple times at different cons, it's just like, honestly, that's kind of a dick move as well. It's basically, this is what I tell people. Cosplay is just like what they say in the Pirates of the Caribbean. There aren't rules, but they're kind of like guidelines. And that is exactly how it is in the cosplay world. You know, there are certain guidelines we used to follow, and all of that has been just completely tossed out the window over the years of recent times.
Now, in all fairness, the same goes for any sort of aesthetic
Yes,
thing,
and
you know.
thing, yes, of course.
Any type of modeling. Bodybuilding is no better.
Bodybuilding is no better. The car world is shit. Hot Import Nights, I got stories on that. I mean, just like dog shows, little kid pageants. They all suffer from this stuff. So it's up to us as a community to try and fix it, whatever your hobby is, whatever community you're in.
Right.
And this is why I bring it up.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's just...
Cosplay isn't Grand Theft Auto 5. You can't just keep showing it at the new event.
I mean,
Oh my
it's
God.
interesting because, like, I know that there's a lot of issue with, I mean, because there's almost like 3 different aspects of it, right? Because there is the costume creation. That is a big aspect of cosplay, right?
Yes.
There is also the wearing of the cosplay.
Costume. Yes. Are you bringing the character to life?
Right.
Are you, you know, embodying them?
And then there's also the performance aspect of cosplay, right?
I love you, James. Thank you.
I mean, what's interesting, like with these cosplay contests, then is like, if they start, obviously, as the scene starts growing bigger, I mean, the rules, guidelines thing starts, that's what causes a lot of the concerns, right? Maybe it is, maybe you do need to have more in process making the costume photos and stuff like that.
And especially if you're going in for craftsmanship, some places actually do ask you to provide like step by step.
Right, yeah.
They want it all documented. They want picture, video, you know, progress report literally of it.
One of the interesting things is when I was able to visit Kuwait and they had their cosplay contest there, it was really interesting because for them, performance was the biggest part of it. So it wasn't just like their cosplay contest wasn't here's my costume, let me do the poses and then we're good.
And then walk off stage.
Yeah, it was full on masquerade.
Literally they had their script recorded and they would mouth the scripts and they had sound effects with it and they were putting on a play.
Yep.
Like every one of them had to put on a play. Like none of them just walked up.
Masquerade.
That is World Cosplay Summit quality, and that's what you do at Comic-Con Masquerade.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I want that clip.
No, I'm tweeting that later. But yeah, you have to take into consideration performance on stage. If you look and act like, you know, the character, if you literally brought the character to life, from, you know, their personality to how they act, talk, look, if you got their props down, you know, because a lot of cosplays, you need a prop to go with a character.
Right.
So, and this is where I like to have an even balance of being a judge. Because for me, if something's going to take first or best of show, then you did a damn good job making it, and you also did a damn good job on the prop. So that actually levels you up for me to give you best in show instead of just best craftsmanship or first place.
So here's a question. Like, should we get to the point where maybe there are different cosplay categories, like
there are.
Right? Yeah,
No, there
because
are.
like, what if you are terrible at making props, but you're amazing at the performance and embodying the character, right? Is that something that you can do? Like, so you can buy a prop, maybe you can buy a costume, but then you're just good at the performance, and there's a different category for that. You know what I mean?
That's a best presentation award, and which I give. And then there are different levels. There's, you know, novice. There's beginner, novice, and expert.
Right.
So when you get to bigger cons, they ask you, what do you consider yourself, circle 1? And then they'll put you into that category, which a lot of other cons don't do, so I try to do it mentally if I'm, you know, judging their cosplay contest as well.
And you could probably give like a best in show at the end for the person who does all 3 of them the best, right?
Yes,
So,
if you've completely floored me and the rest of the judges on the panel, and you've kind of like checkboxed every little thing people are looking for, those are the people who win best of show. And
okay, so there is one of those kind of,
and then there's also a kids category too, because I love judging kids costume contests. They go balls out on the stage. Oh, it's so cute, especially when they do like Dragon Ball characters with their family. Oh my god, it's so adorable. It really is. Just, you know, I enjoy it. It's something I like doing. I feel like judging cosplay contests is like me giving back to the community a little bit. So I try, but again, if you did more research with your, you know, getting judges who've actually like been there, done that, I feel like this whole situation could have been, you know, averted, or at least not as bad as it got.
Mitigated.
Yes.
Yeah, there was it was definitely a mess in a lot of ways.
Oh, it's always about that. Just making sure you have, when you get people to do these things, to make sure that you vet them for good faith behavior and stuff like that. You know?
And so, that being said, a lot of conventions consider cosplay as an afterthought. They're more focused on making money and selling tickets rather than whatever happens, which is exactly why I haven't been to Anime Expo in years. And I'm not even like saying cosplay. The fact that they only care about getting your money for the ticket of entry and couldn't give a fuck less what happens to you after that. I haven't gone in years.
Yeah, we've been against AX for a long time with very good reason.
I bought a ticket one year to go in on Saturday only because I just wanted to go see all my art friends. And I went there. I took the train there. I went to Okamoto Kitchen outside because I just wanted to say hi to Gerald and eat their delicious food and everything like that. And so by the time I was done, it was like 1 o'clock or something like that. And I went to go pick up my ticket. The line was 2.5 hours long, and they closed at 4.
Just to pick up your badge.
Just to pick up my badge, so I just left.
Yeah, because I remember you told us you didn't even get in.
Yeah, I didn't even try.
Yeah,
I didn't even try. Yeah, I ran into Filthy Rich outside, and I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, we can't get in." You know,
yeah,
and
it's so terrible, and you know, it's just like issues like overcrowding like that is another thing.
Which, by the way, how do you overcrowd LA Convention Center?
Right?
well, dude, the one year that I did make it in the previous year, when I did go in, they had put the Artist Alley in the parking lot, and there was no air conditioning in there. And it was so crowded, like you couldn't even walk through.
That was so god awful.
The only way that I made it through any of the aisles was because one of the artists let me in, and I walked in through the table.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know a lot of people who run Anime Expo. I know that thing has got to be expensive AF to run, you know what I mean? So it's hard, but it's just at this point, like, they're still, it's like we were saying about buying goodwill, right?
Yeah.
For something at the end of its life cycle, paying for goodwill is like spending money on goodwill is not the right thing.
No.
But for something that you intend to last forever and has no end date, goodwill is everything.
Yep.
Goodwill is the entire experience, right? And so it becomes very important to do.
Actually, what was the last time we saw a non-fighting game convention that actually kept investing in goodwill? What was the last one you can think of?
It's hard.
Fanimecon's tried.
Fanimecon has tried.
Fanimecon.
Yeah.
Fanimecon has tried, and you know what? I hated going to Fanime. I will go to that instead of anime.
Did that actually happen? So someone says in 2011 there was a big changing of the
Oh, yeah.
guard.
Oh,
and all
no,
that stuff.
no.
was huge.
It was huge, and it happened, and it is true.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
no.
I wonder if some of my friends who I knew a long time ago who worked there
They
probably not
probably
there
don't.
anymore.
There's a very
No,
good chance they're
and-
not.
Yeah.
And that is what everyone is complaining about is when they
Right.
went super corporate.
Yeah, like
yeah.
ultra corporate.
Ultra
Right,
corporate.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the beginning of the end, 100%.
Right.
Because in 2008 they moved to the LA Convention Center, and things were good, and it was still like AX. You know, we just had more room. And then 2011 came, and then from then on, it was just all plummeted downhill from there. It was super corporate and absolute nonsense.
It's always an interesting situation because, you know, now obviously being part of the FGC, I'm thinking of Evo and stuff like that, right? And one of the things that I love about Evo is the people, Tom and Tony, who I talked about before. Look, not going to mince words. They have a lot of money, and so every year Evo lost money, and they just sucked it up, and so they were able to keep Evo in the right frame of mind. You know what I mean? That's why it never went fully corporate, right? I mean, it's an interesting situation. We don't know what's happening with the Sony stuff, so I'm not going to say anything about that. I have no comments on that right
I mean,
now.
the thing is, though, is
But-
even from like an outside party, I still felt like that wiggle towards
Yeah.
the kind of robotic.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
There was that concern and stuff, but you know, again, having been very close involved with it, you know, it is one of those things that like every year you lose just this gigantic amount of money, or every year you lose control because the bigger it gets, the more regulations you had. I always remember how one time, you know, Jabali was even talking to me about CEO. He's like, we're so cool because we have these intros and everything, and it's really cool and everything like that. And I basically said, Evo can't do that because as soon as you start using commercial music,
They're gonna get
people
on you,
notice, right? And like that's the thing. It's like the fact that you can do that as CEO actually means CEO's not big enough yet. You know what I mean? Like in a weird way. And the
But,
bigger
I mean-
you get, the more people notice, and it sucks. Like I hate that.
No, I literally
hate
hit a
that.
point where I started referring to Evo as the AX of the FGC.
thing.
Yeah.
And it really hurts me too, and I'm glad you brought up Evo because before COVID hit and everything, I honestly was starting to write out and plan a proposal that I wanted to send to, you know, the Anime Evo side of Evo.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to run and propose that I run and help them with a fighting game cosplay contest.
Oh, right.
Because not a lot of fighting game events focus on the people who are fans and the cosplayers that do come and they spend money and they compete too in the tournaments.
Or some of the people who even don't compete.
Or the ones that
There's
don't
a lot of people who go to EVO and don't play.
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
that's the thing, though. I mean, like, because when I still remember the years where EVO was all fighting games.
Yes.
There was no Artist Alley or nothing. And, you know, we were like, it's about the fighting games. This is what this event is about. And there was enough people mad that we didn't have Artist Alleys and things to buy and stuff. So it had to go more convention route, you know?
And
like,
that's totally
But
fine.
that's good because, you know, and this is what I say all the time, the FGC is more than just the players.
Right.
We're an entire freaking
Yep.
community. We have artists, we have cosplayers, we have content creators,
Like-
we have all these people.
I have no fucking drive to compete right now.
I literally remember having the conversation with Tom and Tony and Chris Lee, I think it was, where we were just all sitting there and we were literally talking like, people want to come here and spend money and we're not giving them that opportunity.
Yes.
And the conversation never went to, well, how can we get their money? It was more just like, well, then maybe we should get artists so people can buy their stuff and things like that.
Or maybe have game companies come and drop all that merch, you know? It's just like, that's what we want anyways.
So for me, I will always back EVO despite all of the craziness that happened. Obviously, I had no idea, right? So, but like for me, knowing Tom and Tony all these years, knowing where it came from, having the conversations with them when I was more involved back in the day, I know where they're coming from. And so like I will always appreciate that. But like that's the thing. We're lucky because Tom and Tony were in that position to be able to just say, well, we'll suck up some of the costs.
We'll take it.
And we'll just have like I've never even really publicly talked about one of the craziest things that happened at EVO 2002 at UCLA that they had to basically spend a ton of money on and they just sucked it up. You know, they sucked it up, and like that's one of the things.
Well,
that's
sometimes it happens, but the thing is like if EVO comes back in the future, please, I want to run a cosplay contest focused on fighting games. Please, for the love of God,
I mean,
it'd be so great to have that,
Yeah.
and you'll get twice as many people.
And you're going to get a bunch of Marvel cosplayers.
And you're going to get a shit ton of cosplayers that, if it is still in Vegas, live in Vegas too, because there's a lot of cosplay circuit in Vegas. They're going to come. So, and I mean, already I'm looking up to going to my first Level Up Expo in February. I'm going to go for my birthday next year because it's the only fighting game tournament that's close by and looks really fun to go to. And they have a cosplay contest, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So, but anyways, these cats are angry and tired. I'm just looking at Jasmine's face right now. She's so
like,
pissed.
she's
like,
resigned
"Kitty,
herself to
shut
her
the
fate."
hell up and let's go.
He's like, they're still talking.
Yeah.
They're still talking.
So we
She's
need
right
we need
here.
a boba
you can
break.
See the ear. You can see the ear.
We
right
need
here.
a boba break, and these cats need to be fed. They're famished. They're just you know
They hadn't
They've
eaten that long
never been
ago.
fed.
they've never been
They've
fed
never been
ever.
fed.
in
They've
their
never been
I mean,
fed.
considering the
lives.
time I woke up, they actually have eaten pretty recently compared to normal, but still, you know.
No, but cats have never been fed ever. So
Yeah, exactly. No cat has ever been fed ever. It's
crazy.
So it's the craziest thing. So, but
Anyways,
yeah, I'll do
we'll
if the Team Mexico comes out as we want, then I will do the King of Dinosaurs with the muscle suit. I will definitely do because that's easy. That's a mask on my head, a muscle suit, and we're good to go.
red pants.
Red
whatever.
pants. I'm in there. I'm in there, and then I can sit there
Or
in
make you
the
your
mask.
gloves.
I can go. What's that over there? In full costume.
No, bring
back the eye
patch and be like,
yeah.
This is honestly just my excuse to get them to cosplay with me, but they want to, so it doesn't
I mean,
matter.
dude, when my ex got me onto Avatar, we had joked about her doing Zuko, gender bent Zuko, and I would be Uncle Iroh. Like,
I respect that.
I can see it. I can totally see it. Good lord. Oh my god.
yeah, that was always the kind of the goal, you know.
So are you. Come on.
Come
Come
on, Ray.
on.
Come on,
I've
right?
been cosplaying Angel since 2016. That was like my first Evo cosplay. Come on.
Yeah, that was where I was on the dolphin with you, right? So,
Yes, well, we were riding May's whale into battle, and that's still one of my favorite pictures of us ever.
The thing is, though, is that whole day was crazy because you also got the dev team of KOF14 to Nya with you, which included, like, Oda and Neo-G.
I have Neo-G, Oda, and a couple other dev team people going Nya with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to also have to do if I
the-
do King of Dinosaur cosplay. I'm going to have to make my own, like, little plastic dinosaur tails and put them in my mouth just so I can, like, you know, call back to this look. Okay, all right.
Now, on the other hand, we need to figure out a way to fabricate at least one King of Dinosaurs action figure or a T-Zoc action figure so you can pretend to give it out to kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
No, honestly,
I
just
can do the top knot again, dude. That's easy.
the top.
It's like right there.
Embarrassing professionals. What?
Oh no, they were all in. Neo-G especially thought it was about the funniest fucking thing.
No, I asked them. I was like, "Will you do this with me, onegaishimasu, konya?" And they were like, "Okay."
Yeah.
They were just, I have the video. We'll show it next week.
I'm gonna try to.
It's literally just us nya'ing. So, nya. And that was like the best side tournament that year at EVO.
It's actually a much
2016
better length now than it was.
So-
Damn, yeah, it hitting like samurai level.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
it's
getting
actually
the-
getting there now.
Oh, you're getting Jubei bun. You're getting Jubei hair.
It's actually getting there now.
Oh, we
It's
can't
actually
cut
kinda
it.
sick.
We can't cut it
No.
now. No.
I think I'm gonna have to
No.
leave
Oh,
it.
Animagic.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I won one of my best awards in the Animagic cosplay contest. I won the sexiest award, but it was titled "Does Your Parents Know What You're Wearing?" award, and I still have it framed.
That's awesome.
Okay, I still have all of my I have all my certificates, all my trophies. You know,
funny.
every award that I've won, I have it all. So I still have that one. And if you guys don't know who Scott McNeil is, he's the original voice of Piccolo.
Yeah,
and
the ocean dub Piccolo.
And the
Okay,
original voice of Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing.
And half the
Okay.
cast of Beast Wars.
I love and miss him so much. We used to be homies and hang out all the time.
I never showed
So
you that video.
he gave me my
have a video. I need to
prize
show
for
you.
winning do your parents know what you're wearing award, and it was of course a Death Scythe Hell custom Gunpla that I still have in box, and he autographed it. And he put some crazy, wonderful message that I've cherished forever. Like, Kitty, I'm so fucking tired right now. Is this con over yet?
Definitely sounds like him.
Yes.
That sounds like him.
Yes.
Scott's the man.
No, Scott is the man, and I really wish, like, he just kind of disappeared, didn't he? I haven't heard news from him in a while. I don't even know where to find him, if he's even on social media. But if
Not
y'all
really?
know where Scott is, we're looking for him. We're huge fans of it. I love that guy. Anyways,
It's time to call it.
boba time.
Boba time.
We'll
Boba
talk
time.
about the jacuzzi later.
No, we won't.
Come on, you always bring it up.
We can talk about.
Ah!
That was the first nerd soup that I've ever been in.
I don't even want. I don't want. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to know anymore.
Do you know that Mike would always try to sit next to me in the nerd soup and drink sake and plum wine with me? In the
Yeah, that
nerd
shit was
soup?
delicious.
He still to this day rants and rave what I would bring to drink in the nerd soup.
That plum stuff was really good. That's all I'm saying.
Plum.
Plum. Especially now, you know, I just love plum stuff.
Yes.
So.
Shoot, where-
Oh, nerd soup. When was it? 2016 when we went back to the original Animagic Hotel?
Oh, I think it was later. I think it was 17 or 18.
Okay, heartbreaking, but the beautiful Japanese garden with the pond or the little stream through it, completely destroyed, broken.
It's all like paved over and shit.
Our beautiful cosplay masquerade under the stars, the entire pool is now cemented in, and same with the Nerd Soup Spa. It's just a big filled-in concrete.
It's super
hole.
boring.
It's heartbreaking. It was so sad going back there. We wanted to revisit old times, and it's sad. It's not bulldozed. They turned that old hotel into what, like a adult community college or something?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a night.
I mean, unless it's
it's-
Bulldoze now.
I mean,
Wait,
the
what
last
song
time we
should
were
I
there
play?
was like 2017, so hell if I know.
Keep talking.
Okay, so anyways, it was sad. I suggest you not go try to find the old Animagic Hotel if you're ever in Lancaster. But then again, why would anyone be in Lancaster anyway if they really didn't have to?
Yeah.
We could talk about that all day long because of Animagic days.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So we were just discussing what we're going to close out on here. So.
Yes, and I see what you picked, and I am in agreement.
There you go.
Unrelated, here's the song to end the stream.
Thank you guys for watching. Please continue to stay safe out there. And wear your dinosaur masks out there. Continue to social distance.
Don't chew on plastic dino tails. Eat nuggets instead, shaped like dinos.
Exactly. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week on SNKronize.